Don't let Pasty see this.
Okay.
Don't let Pasty Dave see this. I have to tell you, Terry, I'm not sure if you've seen this yet either.
Okay.
I don't know if you're going to care.
Probably not.
But let me preface all this by saying, as you may well know, I've never been on board with the Jessica Alba thing. I've never been a Jessica Alba fan as far as her look. She's never been in my top 100, Terry.
Right. Come on.
Even though I recognize she's a very pretty woman.
Top 100?
She's never been in my top 100. She doesn't do it for me, and probably, I think I've shared this with you, because I just don't see her. I've never seen her as really being that sexual. She doesn't strike me as overly or even that sexual
That
to
I
me.
get.
And
That I
that,
get.
to me, turns me off a little bit.
She does not ooze
seems a little-
sexuality.
She doesn't ooze sexuality.
No
She
question.
seems a little on the prudy side. I don't need that. But
That's right.
because of that, maybe that's kind of giving me bias against being on board with everyone who thinks she's so great looking. I've never thought she was that overwhelmingly great looking.
Okay.
All right? Now, Pasty Dave couldn't be more on the other side of this. He still has her as like a screensaver, and just the worshiping will never end as far as he and Jessica Alba as it pertains to her and that's concerned. But I have to say this now.
Borderline dangerous.
A picture has... A lot of things about him are borderline dangerous. A picture has surfaced
Okay.
on the internet over the past 24 hours. A picture has surfaced recently that is now in my hands of Jessica Alba that may be changing my opinion, Terry.
Okay.
But there's some new changes to her. She's got... I got to put this picture up on the TManShow.com immediately. This is clearly a different look of Jessica Alba that I've seen. And it's amazing what some just mild, subtle, yet drastic changes can make. And what I'm referring to here is, Terry, the milk is fully in on her breast here. And that is a big impact. That's just what it is, obviously.
all right,
She had
yes.
a baby over the past, 4 months?
The milk is in.
The milk is in, and it's made some drastic changes here. So y'all liked it when she was like
my
boy
gosh.
chest.
Don't
and,
say you all. Don't
and
say
no,
Pasty.
Wow.
and
Pasty.
no curves.
Nope.
If I show Pasty Dave this picture, actually he may be less turned on than ever now that she's got a big chest. I bet you if he had a look at her with, like, let's say she grew Beyonce's ass. Who's got a really big, thick, nice ass out there?
Me.
Serena Williams, or like Ice-T's girlfriend, Coco.
Okay.
White girl, Terry.
Okay.
Huge,
big ass.
just pow. I bet you, Pasty Dave, if Jessica Alba grew an ass like that, would be turned off more than turned on.
All
It's not
right.
his style.
And it
I
would
agree with you.
ruin it
do you not
for
like
him.
that
But I'm just looking at the overall here, and yeah, I can pinpoint the fact that there's a big change in the Bristol region, Terry.
Yes.
But this is a picture of Jessica Alba with the way her sunglasses are sitting on her face, and the little poutiness on her lips, Terry, and
Gotcha.
and the real now big chest going on with Pasty. This shouldn't turn you off. This picture of her with big milky breasts here. I mean, you can walk up to her and drink it right from the tap, right? Aren't you turned on by this or no?
God's natural augmentation.
I got to put this picture up immediately, Terry.
All right.
Because this not only is the best picture I've ever seen of Jessica Alba, from a guy who is speaking as a non-fan of Jessica Alba, I will go as far as to say this. This is about as good looking as a woman can look.
Okay.
Wow.
Right here.
That's quite the
That's
endorsement.
it? Right there?
Well, I can't see the backside, Terry, but this from the frontal clothed type picture we're looking at here.
Yes.
As far as clothed frontal women's pictures go,
Okay.
I'm about to put a picture up on the TManShow.com. Let me know when it's up, Pasty. Because Hotshot just forwarded it to you. Let me know when you can get it up on the TManShow.com. This is
I
about
can get it up, dude. Don't
this
you
is
worry.
about as good as a woman can look from this vantage point.
All right.
You tell me if I'm wrong.
All right.
And I got a black and white picture here. Maybe
See, and
it'll,
I'm sure
maybe it'll look different in color. So I got to make sure I say exactly what is being stated.
I'm going to put it in Technicolor for you.
As far as black and white frontal clothed pictures go.
Okay. I have a whole list of those, yeah.
I'm sure you...
As far as black and white frontal clothed pictures go, this is about as good looking as a woman can possibly look in a picture.
All right.
You've heard it from the team, ma'am. That's my statement on this picture.
Okay.
That's how big time this picture is to me. And the huge difference makes all the difference in the world. Apparently, I didn't realize how much is the fully engorged with milk boobs, Terry.
Looks like a woman now.
She is a real woman now.
Not a high schooler.
She is all grown up and ready to play. They're big milkers.
Pasty loves them anorexic.
Let me see how it looks in color, Pasty. It's up now, apparently, already. On the very nice work, by the way. See? Give him Jessica Alba. He gets his
it's
gears
done.
Jeez.
in motion.
How
This
fast was that?
picture.
Yeah.
Oh, you can even blow it up?
Whoa!
You can
harder.
click on it and blow it up?
Hold
I
on.
want to see her waist. Oh, look at that. She's lost it all. Lost all the baby fat.
All the
looks
baby
like.
fat.
Yeah, that's
Quick to
part of the
do.
equation. It's not like there's any baby bump left here. Not that I don't even know if that would take away from my statement. But yeah, she's lost all the pregnancy weight. But the chest situation.
Jessica Alba's milkers.
They put a caption up already? Yeah. It's more than just Jessica Alba's
Really,
milkers. But
people?
that's making the huge difference here to me. And her sunglasses are very in style and look great on her, and that's helping her. That doesn't... See, everyone thinks she's got a beautiful face. I think the sunglasses on her face help the situation from my perspective.
All right.
I like the middle part on the hair. It's a good look.
The middle part and the hair looks good. Her hair
Kind of a
looks
retro
great.
70s look,
Flying
yeah.
in the wind like
Love it.
that.
Yeah, very.
Man.
She does look good. I mean, I've always thought she was a pretty woman.
The way her lips are positioned,
See, she's kind of patty lips for you.
just about to go right around my...
Whoa, anyway.
Hey, my mind, Terry.
Right.
All right. About it.
Sounds like Terry's ready to move on. No,
You
no,
have-
he hates any other woman.
Milkers,
Let me show you
great.
some of my pictures, T-Man.
That's right. I got big ones too.
Would you have any rebuttal? Do you have any comments? Anything you want to point out to me that I may be missing here as far as my statement of as good as a woman can look in a black and white frontal clothed picture?
Well, I
No problem
think
with that statement.
Well, I think that any woman who's had a child is always beautiful.
Vinnie the Pooh is reaching for the
But, I mean-
that's not what I'm talking about here, Terry. I'm not
She doesn't
talking
get
in
it.
a politically correct, all women that just gave birth and are walking around with their big flapping milkers are beautiful because they just gave the world the greatest gift that it can be given, and that's a child. I'm not speaking like that.
Forget all that.
She looks...
That's not the greatest gift, by the way, especially if you live in China.
She looks... You're getting killed in some
Exactly.
countries, Terry.
Actually, a bad move.
All right? What do you think?
Looks good.
She ain't for you or what?
She's a little too skinny for me.
A little too skinny for you.
Yeah.
Still too
You can
skinny.
kind of see her, like, her chest. Like, I don't like all of this right here. Like,
Oh, man, take a look.
Yeah.
like all that up there, I can't really do. But the boobs look wonderful.
What do you mean all that?
Delightful. Scrumptious. And all
It's
of
really
the
tough to do better than
You need
that.
bigger hips.
I need bigger hips. I need bigger everything.
Bigger
No,
everything.
the boobs are great. Though.
So you like the boobs, and you need more curves.
I need an ass, Terry.
Oh, okay.
I need an ass.
That's why I said
then.
frontal. Can't
Oh, yeah.
see her ass. I mean, you could assume based on the way the front looks that, yeah, she's lacking a lot that you desperately need in the ass region.
She's never had one, so she probably doesn't have one
yeah.
now.
You think Serena Williams is too small.
Oh, God.
You think Coco's ass is too small.
Oh, those are mechas.
You want them thicker.
Mechas.
Vinny wants to
You know
move
what I'm
in.
talking about with Coco?
Yeah. Oh, God.
You want to take a residency there.
Yes, of course. I'm a mail center, everything.
Okay, so that's something that you must see right now on the TManShow.com. Also, by the way, the bills are starting to roll in, Terry.
Oh, good.
That also can be accessed through the TManShow.com. You're having problems paying your bills? Well, get in line. The whole country is. But there's one person who pays them with a smile. Do I smile during the show, Terry? And that's me. So send them in to the TManShow.com. Send in your bills. Send them all. Send them big. Send them small.
Wow. Just send them.
Send your bills, because I don't know when it all starts up in like a few days or so, or in a week or so, whatever it is. But when it starts, it ain't going to stop
All right.
until the basically end of the year, Terry.
Sounds good to me.
Paying bills, and more bills. And then what else were you telling me was happening on Terry Cam this
I was
morning? You were telling me
actually-
during the break that I was half listening to, because I was
I know.
staring at this picture. What were you
I
telling
was
me?
asking you about how there's a new Terry Cam chatter who asked about an internship with us or with you.
A new
Named-
Terry Cam chatter? She's not a
Yeah,
regular?
no, not a regular.
Just like popped out this morning?
Yes.
Trying to assault you with questions about being an intern?
Yes, she wants to be an intern. She's 19.
Oh.
Her name's Jessica.
Terry, we haven't molested we haven't had an intern for about 4 years now.
I understand that.
She's 19?
She is.
Oh, no.
Sending me a picture.
Really? Well, you let me know if she looks good. Maybe we'll end our run of no interns.
You might say, need not apply.
She looks really good. That could be the end of my marriage.
We could use an intern around here.
Vinny likes the idea of an intern.
Oh, she's cute, girl.
Okay, you know what, Terry? That's really not what it's about, and you should know that more than anyone.
No, but
Pass it on, Terry. That's
Do you agree?
not what it's about when it comes down to an intern. And the fact that she's just crawling up on Terry Cam this morning trying to bombard you with internship questions should have you kind of resentful. That's not what Terry Cam was devised for.
She'll work. She's
checking out her picture.
Yeah, she'll
be a real girl. Qualified in.
What city?
She is, oh gosh, I can't, Hayward.
All right. Print out the picture.
Oh, jeez.
Let me compare it to Jessica Alba, see how it looks. We haven't done interns in forever. I don't expect.
I understand.
But she needs to come down for an interview.
Oh, yeah. I'll go ahead and handle the questioning. If
I'm always willing to talk to people. Find out what's on their mind, what's in their... Yeah.
What their goals in life are?
At least for the next 5 minutes, yeah.
Okay.
Interns, man. I've thought about that in a minute. They can be very helpful. But, you know, they tend to then get in the way.
Yeah, that's the thing.
They want to stay too long. Remember the last intern we had? Oh, I decided not to go back to school. Go back to school. I said, I'm just going to take the semester off and work with you guys. No, we've had enough. Please.
Yeah, time to go back.
And we do grow attached. We grow too attached sometimes.
Thanks, guys.
I don't know,
her
Terry.
picture's waiting.
Hitting up for internships in Terry Cam. Is this what it's about now?
Well, I guess so.
Go ahead. Give me what's next on your pile, Terry. What else is going on in this world of ours? And then I'm going to go back to the phone lines and see what anyone else out there feels like they need to say this morning. Go ahead.
According to a recent survey, roughly
19,
one in 5 couples have a sexless marriage.
Say again now.
1 in 5 couples have a sexless marriage.
20% of the people out there in a sexless marriage?
Define sexless.
Yeah, I think we do need an intern.
Zero sex or just like
zero
light?
Sex or sex light?
1 in 5 married couples have
Sexless,
what is
I think, means
technically
zero
defined
sex.
You just
as
never
a
do it.
sexless marriage.
What is technically defined as a sexless marriage mean? Oh, we accidentally bumped into each other's genitalia, but we didn't mean to.
I think if you do it twice a year, you're in a sexless marriage, no?
I don't know. I don't know
No,
what a
because you
sexless
had
marriage
sex.
means.
Oh, so technically you're not in a sexless marriage.
So if you do it once, like this in 2008, you're not in a sexless marriage.
I wouldn't say.
What if you don't have your classic fornication, but once in 2008, you put it right in the kid?
Wow. I think that's having some sort of relations. No longer sexless.
Okay, then how about this? What if you're only into ear sex? I don't know. What is...
And you must have a small one.
Jeez, they're on to me. I don't know. Sexless marriage, 1 in 5?
1 in 5.
There's got to be a true definition of sexless. It doesn't go on to say?
Doesn't go on.
Give me the story. I bet you I'll find it.
Does that include age groups? Because, of course, like 85-year-old people aren't having sex if they're still married. Oh, that must mean you have a story in your hand.
Well, but we've also read how
Wow, it's according to Newsweek.
senior citizens are actually a lot more active these days, and STDs are...
And on top of the sexless marriage, 20% statistic.
More bad news?
More bad
Okay,
news.
can't wait.
According to the recent survey by Newsweek, another 15 to 20% of married couples have sex less than 10 times a year. So that's less than once a month.
Come on, it's my birthday.
I did
Really?
some flash math.
I really count on my birthday? I'm out of here.
Some fast math tells me, Terry, that's less than once a month for not even counting the sexless marriage people. The 15 to 20% on top of that have sex less than 10 times a year.
Every 38 days you get to have sex. Yes, here it is. Oh, it was 10 seconds.
So there's more than a 1 in 3 chance that you will be in a marriage where you have sex with your spouse 10 times a year or less.
And a 50% chance you will be divorced. Have a nice life, people. Man, you can't win. Even if you stay married, you can't win.
Well, this means with your wife, though, right?
Right. Oh, I see now. Now it makes sense.
Yeah, only 9 times in the past year with my wife, but 373 times total.
Right. Hillary Clinton in a sexless marriage. Bill Clinton not in a sexless marriage.
Okay.
That's the difference.
With your wife there.
But the rest, the majority of the people that are left,
Yes.
on average, the 60% that are left over, on the average, meaning some are below this, some are above this, have sex once every 5.5 days.
There you go.
I don't know if that's good or not, because that eliminates the 40% we talked about. Of the 60% that are left, they're only having sex basically once a week.
But it's better than nothing, right?
Well, compared to nothing,
Yeah. Compared to a fork in the eye, it's better. Yes.
It's better than beating my balls with a hammer, yeah.
Barely. I think if you're married once every 5 days isn't bad, right?
I don't think
No,
so.
I'll sign up for that right now.
Yeah, that's not bad, especially with
I don't
kids
need
and
more than
stuff.
that.
Yeah.
I know. No,
You
no,
don't need more than that.
Especially with
You've
YouTube,
got
especially with you porn.
laundry
I mean, I'm
room.
not talking about the intern. Terry. I'm talking about my marriage.
I hear ya.
1.55 times a day. I'll sign that contract right now. If you want me to sign a 20-year contract,
20-year
I'm
contract.
going to put myself down on a 20-year contract that if I can guarantee having sex once every 5.5 days.
You can never do more, just so you know the terms of the contract.
But we never do less.
Correct.
But
Right.
we never do less. We never do more, but we never do less.
Right.
Every 1 out of 5.5 days, we're going to have sex over the next 20 years.
That's what it says.
30 years. I'm going to sign a lifetime contract.
Wow.
It's like a 30-year mortgage.
Jeez.
By the time it's all said and done, you're going to end up having sex 20 times a month.
And this clearly means that this has
interest.
nothing to do with my solo sex experiences, right?
Correct.
Right.
This
is
contract
just-
doesn't affect
Oh, it's a
Yeah.
free-for-all now, my friend. I mean, you can still do that to your heart's content.
because it's on. I'm looking good today.
Well, she has to think that, though.
Well, not
Well,
when I'm
with
talking about the
yourself.
solo sex.
Oh, right. Okay. Rubbing the old ribs there. Oh, yeah. I'm all set.
It's more of a tickle. It's more of a tickle.
sorry.
right?
Tickle. Hey.
I don't know whose rib you're rubbing. But anyway. Yeah, I'm signing that
my
contract. You're not signing that contract? Does that sound just about right to you?
Yeah, no, that sounds fine to me.
You signing that 30-year contract?
Yes,
You signing
I
that
am.
lifetime contract?
Once every 5 days?
Once
Done.
every 5 days, done.
Done, yeah.
Really?
Yeah, you don't need it any.
well,
As long as you don't have to go past that. And
Yeah, with Boys Food and Max Port, who needs it?
Jeez, you guys. Really?
Pornhub and Tube Hate? Tube Hate, who needs it?
There's so many of them.
having sex,
What about that connection with your wife? a
sex
little
with
bit
Tara
longer?
Patrick on Monday, sir.
Whoa.
Oh, yeah.
Keisha Michelle on Tuesday.
right.
Little Kobe Ty on Wednesday. My wife on Thursday. Little Kira Kenner on Friday.
So some other guy's big fat wife that I don't know?
Intern on Saturday.
Yep.
And I'll take Sunday off.
Wow.
Especially during football. I can use Sundays off.
I'm signing that deal right now. Give it to me. Give me the X.
All right.
Give me a pen. Give me a pen. It's in your hand. Done.
Wow, you did sign. It's
Deal.
a done deal. Thank you. Be sure to pass that on to your wife.
Tiny, you're on the air.
Oh, jeez.
Oh my God.
How are you, Tiny?
This is a dark day for America. A sexless marriage?
Well, 1 out of 5. 1 out of 5 marriages are sexless. They're saying
Call
this week.
Homeland
Yes.
Defense. Call Homeland Defense. We need to help these people. Jesus, help them. What are you breathing for? Why are you breathing?
Why are you married if you're in a sexless marriage over the long haul, Terry? Why? Maybe you go through a month without sex, and that could be understandable for whatever reasons.
Just talk to yourself. Talk to yourself if you don't have a sexless marriage.
Well, I mean, there's kids involved, and you really hate each other. But I don't know.
How long has Tiny gone? What's
What's the longest you've gone in your marriage without? Oh wow, she's pretty cute.
What, just a week?
Cute.
This is the
This is
intern?
her.
You got to have a
She's
week
hired.
off every month. Other than that, why wait?
Terry, she's hired. She just got a promotion.
Wow.
Wow.
I'll let her
Program
know.
director.
I mean, why
what's
am I
the
gonna- why?
what's the longest you've got in your marriage without any relations of a sexual nature?
2 weeks because she had just had back surgery.
Yeah, why did she have it?
And that
you're
was because
attacking
of
her.
you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Grizzly bear laying on you.
Every once in a while, the ropes get a little too tight.
Jesus, what is she, a roast?
Yeah, but that's around her neck. What about her back?
You should see some of the knots I can tie.
Are we talking about the rope still?
I hope so.
Are we talking about your song? Oh, just
No.
Oh, all right. So Tiny is not. You're not signing. I'm not talking about necessarily for today. I want you to think out over the next 30 years. Are you signing a contract that says that you are guaranteed in 2008 and in 2038, you're guaranteed to have sex once every 5.5 days with your wife?
Can you go less if you want to? I'm just curious.
No, we already established that.
I'm in.
You're in on that contract. You're signing up for that.
I'm signing in because there may be some days she don't want it and she got to go by the contract.
Exactly.
There you go.
You put that contract right in her face.
That's it.
And you tell her this is the deal.
You signed on the dotted line.
Mm-hmm.
Go get the cuss. Get naked.
You guys are funny.
And really, all she's really got to do is get naked from that point.
Yeah, I don't care if you enjoy it. Come on. Let me do. We don't contract now.
She can pass out. You've never had sex with your passed out wife? Come on.
Yeah, you don't slowly pull her bra off. Come on, man. With your wife?
You guys are
You don't say, I don't usually do this.
creeping me out.
Oh, whoops.
10 years, if it's not good every once in a while, it's okay.
So I asked her, Terry, she's still in Terry Cam? Just out of curiosity, not that this is what the internship would be about or anything. Just curious about her general life. Is she about it or what?
What do you mean?
Are you
Yes,
down
I
to do
am.
things?
Is she just about it when she walks out
Yes, I
around
am.
town, when she goes to clubs, and let's say the right guy with the right mouthpiece and the right look rolls up on her, and she's like, is she about it or is she a problem child? What's the story here?
I'm waiting for an answer.
Does she know what I mean? Does she know what I'm asking her? Or do I even have to get more blunt here?
This would be a nice test.
How difficult does she make the overall experience for a guy out there to make things happen here? That's what I'm asking. That's when I say, is she about it? That's basically what I'm getting at.
Not easy.
Is she a project or not?
She says not
She's not
easy.
easy?
No.
You know, women are
Women
are still going with this, I'm not easy, and think that's like a pride thing or something like that. Trust me. There's nothing to be proud of in saying I'm not easy. There's nothing wrong with being a little easy a few times a month.
Yeah, just act like you're not, but then really
Exactly.
be easy. Yeah.
If you need to act like you're not and really be pretty much easy. I mean, not the easiest one in the...
I don't normally do this on the first date. Right. I got 10 guys lined up that says you do.
I think we're well past the point. I don't think this should even have to be said. Of having women say, I'm not easy, and feeling that sense of pride in saying that. There's nothing to be proud of in saying that. There's nothing wrong with being on the easy
So you want her to be a little...
Of course I do!
Just lay it all out there, anything you want as your intern,
Bring it
Tina?
up, promiscuous girl! No guy wants a girl who's walking around really thinking that she's special because she's not easy. Good. Go hang out somewhere else. Bring on the easy girl. Not easy.
Where's that going to get you in life?
I'm internship on this show, I'll tell you that right now.
Well, but again, as an...
Attacking it, Terry.
Whoa.
Is it possible to have an intern?
But as
Not
an
even asking
intern-
about us. I just signed a contract, Terry. I'm in.
I understand that, but...
I'm good.
But
I got
listen-
sex coming to me once every 5.5 days.
Whoa.
Party time.
Because my wife ain't easy.
That's right. Doesn't sound like it. Once every 5 days.
19-year-old girl talking about I'm not easy and being all full of glee and saying it. Shut your ass.
But
Get
again,
easy in the next 5 minutes.
you don't want an intern who's a complete hoe or anything, right?
Terry, if I have to have them leaning one way.
You want
I'm
a
not even
complete-
talking about interns anymore.
Oh,
I'm talking
God,
about
no, we're
women
back
in
just
general.
to-
I'm talking about 19-year-old girls. I mean,
Oh,
I thought we're well past the time when 19-year-old girls were talking about, oh, I'm not easy.
Okay.
Don't think you're special in saying that. They don't think they're special in saying that. 19-year-old girls these days, do they?
Well, I would...
I'm 3/4 hoe. There's your pride.
Oh, really?
3/4.
You don't think that's a prideful statement?
No, I don't.
All right, how much hoe is the right amount of hoe,
I don't
Terry?
really think you need to be a hoe.
Oh, you need to be a hoe.
No, I don't think you need to be a hoe.
Terry.
I don't
A
care.
little hoe, Terry. Come on.
Terry,
No.
you set the trend. Now you're trying to condemn it? Wow.
Doesn't make any sense.
You're a trailblazer.
You
You're the
know
one who got
what?
the
I
ball
don't want
rolling. You're
my
the pioneer.
daughters following my footsteps
Come on,
as
what-
being a hoe.
Daniel Poon.
I hate to bring your daughters into the discussion,
Well,
but now
but
you
I do
kinda
have daughters,
Okay,
so
fine.
you know, and I would hate
and
for
that's
them to
why
have
you're
a
speaking
little
like
bit
this.
of hoe in them.
Gotta have a right amount of hoe, Terry, and I'm asking you.
You don't?
I'm
Does
asking
your
you-
wife have a little bit of hoe in her?
Of course she does. Why do you think I even
Really?
considered
How much
proposing?
hoe?
How much hoe does my wife have?
Yeah.
Today or like a few years ago or?
Well, when
or-
you met her, or
3
got
years
with
from now?
her, or married
Oh, when
her.
I got with her? She didn't make things that difficult.
Wow.
I mean, I probably wouldn't have. If she made it that, like, lay up on a platter, lay up kind of easy, maybe I would have felt differently, like, in the first hour. But I didn't have to wait that
Now,
long.
you know good and well that you would have married her if she was, like, straight out hoe.
Terry, we were
just
going
said
at
that.
it the first time we met, pretty much.
Oh.
I mean, she wouldn't
What do you
give
mean
me the ass
going?
completely,
Well,
but
okay.
we were...
So you're
Oh,
making out with her. That's not...
That night I met her, we were all tonguing each other.
Okay, but...
All right? And she was getting all handsy with me.
Oh, you're so handsy. I knew you wanted my stuff.
Just rubbing my...
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
I think. I don't know. Maybe I'm remembering things all different. But anyway...
Oh, that was a girl yesterday, sorry.
Yeah, I think I was confused. Anyhow, maybe that was like... I don't know. Maybe that wasn't the first night. But anyhow...
Maybe that wasn't even her thought I think about it.
Maybe that wasn't even her.
But I just remember she didn't make things difficult. If she'd have made things difficult, believe me, I wouldn't have tolerated that. All right? I don't need to be hanging around with my tongue hanging out for too long.
Yeah, especially in this job.
I don't need that.
Because there's a couple more right around the corner.
I'm not impressed by that at all. Now, as I said, I don't want you to lay it up on a tee for me. Don't put your vagina up on a tee and let me knock it out of the park first 5 minutes.
Oh, I'm coming with the driver.
But don't make it a like a quest or some challenge or some bullcrap little obstacle course to get to the end of the maze and feel the cheese is there somewhere. Come on.
Ugh.
All right, I shouldn't bring cheese into the...
Yeah, probably not.
Yeah.
Bad analogy for what we're talking about.
So I ask you...
Again, you're going to get the same answer. I don't even think a little bit of hoe is good. I think
Oh, you need a little bit of hope.
at 19, you cherish who you are as a woman,
my
and
God.
you just
Well,
respect yourself.
I met my wife at age 20. She is now 29, Terry.
Right.
And there was the proper smacking, serving, helping of hoe in her. But that's, I mean, there's so many other qualities. So if she's listening, believe me, I hope this is not coming off the wrong way.
So many.
I'm sure she'd be
Because
thrilled to be called a hoe.
Even with the right amount of hoe, Terry.
He's not
no.
calling her a
He's
hoe.
calling her a
Jesus,
hoe.
Terry.
Well,
you don't
but
get
some
it.
women would
get it. Terry
but
never
get anything
some
ever.
women
Dumbest human
don't
being on the
even like
planet.
to be.
I hate you, die. Calling her a hoe.
But you called me
I
a
know.
cow yesterday.
Even with the, I said,
But-
She doesn't get anything
still
ever.
don't get it. Even with,
How does your husband do it?
But
even
some women
talk
don't
to you
even
every
like
day.
to be associated with that at all.
that word. Well,
Do you understand what I'm saying?
Sorry that you have to face the factual.
And I don't think that your wife would even want to be one of those women who would be associated with that.
Oh my God, Terry, please stop.
So,
Terry.
I mean, I'm sure Hot Shot's wife. How much hoe is in your wife? Oh, geez.
Huge hoe.
Right.
But there's all those other qualities. She's a school teacher. She's good with kids.
I like it.
It's just enough. It's just
Good
enough
hand
hoe to
job.
keep you interested,
She
right?
can remotely carry a conversation. That's all we ask. We don't ask for much.
That's it. Don't need much more.
She's a very bright woman, right? My wife reads.
Nice.
She can read?
Yeah.
Upgrade from your last girlfriend.
Kind of like that in a woman. I remember rolling up on her a long time ago and seeing her with a book open. I was like, wow, it's not even for effect. That's beautiful.
How to divorce your husband in 10 easy steps. Hey, what are you reading that for? No reason.
She's in a book club.
All right.
It's a little over the top, but she enjoys it. Wonderful. But even a woman, Terry, let's say, hypothetically, I'm talking about my wife, even if talking about how she has the right amount of hoe, even if a woman has the right amount of hoe in her, Terry, she's got to have other qualities, a lot of other qualities if you're going to consider marrying them. All right? So this is the highest of compliments. But the fact that you can't acknowledge, first of all, don't make us tell you how much percent hoe we think you have.
You guys think I'm 100% hoe.
No, that's not true.
75.
Wow, Vinny.
And that's fine.
Not today, Terry.
That's all good with me.
We've heard some stories from back in the day.
If you bumped into Terry circa 94.
Well, we definitely think you have changed. You've become a
No, I haven't.
sophisticated.
I'm as big a hoe as
Here we
ever.
go.
You know, don't play reverse psychology, all right?
work.
No,
Take it easy.
how do
Don't
you
get
change somebody like
don't
me?
make it all kind of uncomfortable in here. We're talking about
Why is it
some important
uncomfortable?
stuff here.
I'm a hoe.
I was just trying to ask her if she's about it. I just
And
felt the
you
need to
asked me.
clarify.
I mean, from just living my life, I think that part of the problem these days with things that happen to women is the fact that they tend to be a little too hoish out there.
Listen, the bottom line is don't make guys jump through hoops. If any guy out there has anything going for him, he's not going to sit around in this day and age tolerating jumping through hoops. So have the right amount of hoe in you. Make him jump through maybe a 3/4 hoop on a first night and half a hoop on the second night and then a quarter hoop on the third night. And
I don't fit.
And on that third night, after he gets through the quarter hoop, it's done. All right? I'm not sitting here saying girls should lay their ass up on a platter unless they know that the guy that they're having sex with, they don't want to be around.
Okay.
And that's perfectly fine. Women should know there are a big faction of guys out there that they want to have sex with, but they would never consider hanging out with on a real-term basis. So those guys, lay it up on a tee. Have some fun that night. Be all out, ho. No hoop whatsoever. Have sex with him because that's all you really want out of him. There should be moments where women roll up on guys all the time where they feel that way. I can never see myself being with him on any kind of level, but I do want to have sex with him. Bam, done. You don't like me talking like this, Terry. This is the way it is.
I would love to be that guy.
Should be.
How do I get to be that guy? Great deal.
Great deal for
Doesn't
that
want
guy?
anything from me, ever.
That guy feels shortchanged, believe it or not.
No, absolutely not.
You'll be surprised. Why aren't I good enough to be your boyfriend? How come you're not answering my calls? It's a major role reversal.
I bucked up for Spaghetti Factory. It's on, baby. Been holding in my gas for 3 hours. Get out of my house.
Oh, man.
1-866-663 T-Man. Obviously, this program is now turned into the conversation of how much hoe is the right amount of hoe. Do you out there have the right amount of hoe in you? These questions and many more to be answered in the next few minutes.
Oh my God, you guys.
The T-Man Show. Shrek, you're on the air. Hello.
Shrek.
Yes, Shrek.
Green ochre.
Oh, jeez. Hello, can you hear me, Shrek?
Shrek?
Yeah, is that your name? It says Shrek up on the call board.
Yes, sir. That's me.
Oh, what's up, Shrek?
How's everything going, T-Man?
Pretty good, sir. What can I do for you?
Well, I'd like to, first of all, say the perfect amount of hoe is exactly 87%.
87%, Terry.
87%.
Is the right amount of hoe, according to Shrek and Sam Brown. Terry, he knows.
No more, no less.
Terry, are you going to deny your daughters the conversation where you sit them down and discuss with them what amount of hoe is the right amount of hoe, Terry? Because if you deny them that discussion, you're denying yourself the proper parenting techniques that are, needing to be done today more than ever. And that discussion should happen, or else you're not a quality parent, is what I'm saying. Are you going to have that discussion with them or not?
Absolutely not.
Oh!
So I guess I'm not a quality parent.
Well,
So that discussion will never, ever, ever.
Never, ever, ever happen?
Nope.
Mm-hmm.
Discussions that happen with my daughters
Doing them a
that
disservice,
they need to just respect themselves as women and their bodies.
You know what they hear? They hear blah,
No,
blah,
they don't.
blah, blah, blah. Can I go now, Mom? My boyfriend's waiting.
So a lot like what we hear.
Well, Shrek, thank you for sharing. You think 87%? I didn't even really ask, Terry, but hey, I'll tell you what, Pasty, why don't we just, instead of taking call after call on this, which it seems like everyone is lined up to do, Terry, everyone on the phone lines is lined up to give us their proper hoe ratio.
Oh, my God.
Why don't you put up on the tmanshow.com a little lightning poll of how much hoe is the right amount of hoe? And don't give me one of my pet peeves and spell hoe with an E. It's not a garden tool. All right? During the break, I saw people on Terry Cam chatting and writing the word hoe with an E. Nothing bugs me more.
Really? Nothing?
Did you get yours from the shed? If not, then spell it with an H-O, and if you want to put a little apostrophe, that's fine, but don't spell it with an E.
How about some people keep their H-O-ho in the shed?
I said if you get her out of the shed, then that's fine.
Then you can do it. I see.
Then you can spell it with an E.
I'm following.
If you're untying and ungagging her from the shed, then you can spell it however you want, and I won't give you any problems.
Okay, I am doing that.
I ain't done it. Okay, so instead of taking, as I said, Terry, one call after another.
Yes.
How much hoe is the right amount of hoe?
Geez.
We'll have a quick lightning poll, and by the end of the 9 o'clock hour, by 9:30, and this will give you the this is a good way to justify going and look at that Jessica Alba picture that I told you about. I'm a new fan with her big milkers. Anyway, theTManShow.com.
Yeah.
Send your bills. Chime in on how much hoe is the right amount of hoe.
Right.
Could they write in their answer? See, they probably can't. You have to give them multiple choice when you do these lightning polls, Terry. All right, we'll break it down by, within ranges and stuff. All right, we'll just get an idea of what people are thinking.
I think we'll get the gist of it.
That's all we need is the gist of it, right, Terry?
Okay.
Sure. Well, let me just get Terrence's whole ratio here. He's got it, Terrence. Everyone's lined up. Yes, Terrence, hello.
Hey, how you doing, T-Man?
Pretty good, Terrence. What can I do for you?
Hey, I just was wondering what's the proper hoe to freak ratio?
Hoe to freak ratio. Well, let us take care of the hoe ratio, and then we'll move on to your... This is 101. We'll move on to your advanced class after we're settled on a number with the hoe ratio, okay? Stay tuned, my friend. Stay tuned. Jason, you think your girlfriend's cheating on you, right? He's been waiting a while.
No.
It's the only call up there that I see that doesn't want to talk about the hoe ratio.
Okay.
Jason?
Yes, sir.
You think your girlfriend's cheating on you?
You know, I can't tell, T-Man. I listen to your show a lot.
All right,
and,
hang on the line. Hang on the line. Hang on. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, I'm going to... I have to take a break, believe it or not, again.
Oh, jeez.
When we get back, we'll determine for Jason in his moments of confusion as to whether his girlfriend is some cheating, over-the-top, hoe-ratioed babe out there, Terry.
I assume he doesn't want her to, right? Like, I'm just assuming he cares.
If you care, you probably are more inclined to call in than if you don't care.
That's what I put together. Just want to make sure.
1-866-663-T-Man. Back after these words. The T-Man Show.
Wow. Things that I miss out on.
Well, we share it. We share it with you, Terry. We share it with the world. That's what we do.
Laughing, it seems like. She just sits there and eats her oatmeal. Like, we're all dying.
I'm chatting with people.
Terry's first priority during the break is get my eating on.
That's right.
No time for watching.
Get my eating in, get my eating on, get my eating done, and you don't want to hang out with us during the breaks.
No.
What happened? How did you get that clip? You got an email to my friend or something?
Yeah.
We just received a very funny, video of the day kind of clip.
Oh, wow.
This is the first video that's made me laugh out loud of this kind of caliber in the past few months.
Okay.
I don't think I've laughed louder in the past few months over a video than I have at this one during the break, Terry.
Okay.
I actually have to put it up. I have no choice. I know we got a poll going on, and Pasty just passed me the yearly returns of how much hoe is the right amount of hoe. We may have to take that down if we have no room. I got to put this video up immediately. Yesterday on CNN, I didn't see it happen, but you know how you've always seen reporters doing a live broadcast and they cut to the news out wherever it is, and you've all seen videos of someone running up and giving the camera the finger while the reporter is standing there trying to do their live broadcast, blah, blah, blah. And you've seen, the clip of the naked guy running past the woman who's doing a report live from the scene.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
We've all seen those, and they're funny. They're funny every time. But this one is different than I've ever seen before. And even though I've seen a million of those, even the one where they were doing a live broadcast, they were doing the news little moment from a drug bust, and the police were carrying out... You ever see that video where they're carrying out crates of stuff and boxes of stuff, and all of a sudden you see the cop carrying out a box with this big dildo coming out of it? You ever see that one? No? Oh.
She hasn't seen anything on the internet, ever.
No, I never do.
It is like you've never seen anything, Terry. It's like I'm all of a sudden introducing you to this whole world of comedy.
Oh, jeez, what would I do without you guys?
That video got 6 billion hits.
I'm not a big YouTuber or anything like that.
Oh, you better start.
You should be just a big comedy, but you think that things are funny.
I Yeah,
you
but
don't have to go on YouTube.
I thought the whole world knows what I'm talking about and has seen the video of the drug bust, and you have the news reporter saying, we're live at the scene, blah, blah, and you see this cop come out with this big box with this huge, oversized dildo coming out of the box.
Flopping over the side.
Yeah, it's like wobbling around and stuff.
And even though the one where the news reporter is doing a little piece from D.C., and then you see, like, someone roll up to the reporter and go, F you, Mr. President, like, live there at the... You know what I'm talking about?
I do.
Those kind of moments.
I understand.
Well, this is in that vein, Terry.
Okay. People love to interrupt live broadcasts.
The maid. More than ever, if you see a reporter doing a little report from out on the street, you run up and you have your moment.
Wait a minute. That's right by our house. Let's go, dude. Come on. Get in the car.
Well, this reporter was doing a moment outside of Lehman Brothers. I don't know if you heard, Terry, but Lehman Brothers is a big banking brokerage kind of house that went bankrupt yesterday. Belly up. All their employees were told, pack your things, get the hell out. You're done.
Belly up.
You may have had a job on Friday, but you don't have a job on Monday. 25,000 employees Lehman Brothers had.
And we locked the supply closet, so don't even try.
Yeah, exactly.
You're not even getting any Post-it notes to take with you.
Nope.
So they were on CNN having this reporter do a little moment outside of the New York offices of Lehman Brothers as people were leaving. And he's capturing the sadness of it all and how shocked people must be that they had a family that they were supporting on Friday, and now they have to worry about where their paycheck is going to come from because they're all out jobs.
Right.
And you have then the moment where someone comes and just roughs up the broadcast, you know?
Yes.
But in a new, original kind of fashion that made me laugh out loud, so I have to share it with you. I have to share it with the audience, Terry.
All right.
So that'll be up on the tmanshow.com in a matter of seconds, right? Oh, this one is funny, Terry. They're just different.
Okay.
Comedy.
Loved it.
It's comedy, baby!
They're really committed to it.
Oh, yeah. They came up maybe on the just a minute or two before they went with it, but that was more than enough to pull off a great little moment on live television broadcasting on CNN of all places.
Awesome. Great idea.
The place where the world goes to get their news.
CNN. The world is watching.
Excellence in news broadcasting. Well, not at this moment.
Okay.
All right.
Gotcha.
In my mind, it was.
I'm not saying you're going to double over in laughter. I'm going to say, though, that there will be a couple of seconds where you laugh out loud. That I promise you. And if you don't laugh out loud, you don't have a good enough sense of humor.
Yeah, unless you're an immature jackhole like us, then you'll love it and laugh forever.
If you're an immature jackhole like us, you'll be playing it 16 times and laugh louder with every time you play it.
All right.
Because that's what happened during the break with us. While you were sticking your face right in the oatmeal, Terry.
Yep.
People that are committed to making people laugh, I love.
Yes.
Something funny about that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, I guess I need to be more like you guys and spend more time on the internet.
People who have absolutely no shame and are doing whatever it takes to get a laugh, and it works every time, are people we admire.
Okay.
I got a buddy that buys a large popcorn and walks up the aisle in front of everyone and trips every time and throws it straight up in the air. Every time we go to the movies.
No.
And the fact that he's prepared to spend $10 every time on a popcorn and it's just the funniest thing.
Hilarious every single time.
He walks down the aisle in front of everyone so they can see him, walks up the other aisle and trips on his face and throws the whole thing in the air. People rush to help him every time. His wife just sits there with her head buried in her hands.
It's a never-in-doubt comedic moment every single time. Absolute hilarity.
No shocking, his name's Booby. Yeah, but the fact that he's committed to paying $10 for a popcorn just to throw it in the air to make people laugh, I love.
Ridiculous.
All right, now, dude who thought his girlfriend was cheating on him, I guess we were talking about this too.
Yes.
Just hung up about 2 seconds ago when I was just about to go to him.
Oh, jeez.
So, all right, whatever. So we'll just move on to other callers or whatever else you got. 1-866. I'm trying to share a nice clip with the listening audience.
I got you.
Which is up right now or what? Is it up, Pasty, or not? Well, how long is it going to take? Oh, Jessica Alba, you got up in 2 seconds. But this one takes how long?
It takes a little longer for the video.
Why?
Just a second or two.
Why?
Because I didn't want to take Jessica Alba down, so we had to put it in kind of a different place. So it's take just another second.
Trouble getting it up.
Another second.
Well, is it going to be hard for people to find? Because, as I said, guaranteed hysterics.
They'll be right next to Jessica Alba.
Well, if you watch it and you say, T-Man, you totally overblew that, you totally overshot how big a laughing-filled moment I was going to have here, then be the first to tell me, Terry.
I will.
I think this is universally accepted hilarious comedy.
I think so. Well,
Now I'm getting a thumbs up. Should be up, Terry.
Hold on.
I know that's his genitalia he's talking about.
Let me watch your reaction live.
Hold on.
Now I totally am setting the high bar way too high.
I agree with you.
But that's all right.
Yes.
I'm okay with that.
Okay.
Are you watching?
Well, I'm...
You punching it up, Terry?
Find out where they're putting it there. There's that one. Okay.
You don't see it yet.
Nope. And I refreshed.
I bet you did.
Boys love it when you
Wait
do
a minute.
that
Hold on
downstairs.
there. Let me refresh again. There it is. Hold on.
Actually, you can stand to do one more, Terry.
Wow, that's nice.
All right, let me take a call. Tell me when you got it all ready to go. Are you ready to go right now?
It's
Not like two girls, one cup or anything. I don't want to sit here watching your reaction.
Do you want me to
extent.
turn on the...
Yeah, let me hear the audio. Let me hear the audio if I can follow along, if it helps me to follow along with where you're at. I don't hear anything. Oh, jeez. Don't touch it anymore. You're killing my headphones.
Start it over. Just missed the whole thing. Has no idea what's going on.
Not even laughing.
No, not at all.
Well, because...
Start it over.
Never mind. It's over your head, Terry.
Probably is.
All right, don't worry about it. I totally oversold it now. It's all right.
Okay.
This is why Terry eats her oatmeal during the break.
For sure.
She's a buzzkill.
She knows who she is. She knows she doesn't laugh at things, and that's who she is.
Why
Wow.
would you think that's not funny?
Maybe she didn't see it. She was messing with her mic.
She's a woman with no laughter left in her.
Ouch.
Fresh out of laughter.
The day the laughter died. With Terry free.
Her tank of laughter is on the E.
Oh, yeah. All right, here we go.
You gotta tell her when to laugh?
I'm not going to.
Don't force it.
Oh, wow.
Don't force it now,
Yeah,
Terry.
it is a little forced.
No way. He just
Totally
lifted
forced.
up the...
All right, yeah.
That's
Don't do it on.
Wow.
Don't do it on our account, Terry. It's all right. You don't think
That
it's funny?
was
I don't think we're
kinda
funny. That's fine. We get it.
Wow.
It's a very awkward moment right now. 1-866-663-TEAM. I'll tell you what, Terry.
why is it so uncomfortable right now?
Yeah, it's just
I don't know.
very
I
unsettling
mean,
and
granted, it wasn't as, funny to me as it was to you guys.
I'm still dying inside.
Hilarious. So committed.
What else do you have on your pile this morning? If I could trouble you to move your oatmeal aside
Oh, yeah, I have a couple of things.
and share with us a story that will...
paperweight, T-Man.
Go ahead.
Apparently, there is a new sport out there called Ultimate Surrender, and it combines...
Played it last night.
It's basically competitive sexual female wrestling. It's where you obviously have females wrestling naked, and then once somebody's beaten, they go into the sexual arena of
Jason.
lesbianism.
You're on the air. Hello.
Come on, baby.
Jason, hello.
Hello.
Yes, Jason, what's up?
Look, hey, man, I've been with a gal for about 8 years.
Mm-hmm. Every time you talk about her, a bell rings?
I'm sorry?
Okay, never mind. Go ahead. He's getting out of his car, I guess.
Yeah, sorry.
That's all right.
I've been with her.
Yes, Jason. Jason is gone. We'll never know.
He's got one of those new cars where if you step outside of it, you die.
Mm-hmm. That's extra?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It's part of the different package.
Wow.
You get the Bose system, and then they get the dye routine as well.
Mm-hmm. It's either that or air conditioning. Yeah. Jasmine, hello.
Hi, T-Man.
How are things in Oakland this morning, Jasmine?
I'm wonderful.
I really didn't ask about you personally, but that's all right. Thanks for sharing. How are things in Oakland this morning, Jasmine?
They're wonderful. They're good.
Oh, okay. What can I do for you, my baby?
I just needed some advice from you. I know you have good advice.
Sometimes, yes.
I've been kind of having some sexual tension with, my husband's best friend.
Oh, jeez.
And kind of thinking about it lately has gotten me,
You're fantasizing about your husband's best friend over how long a period of time has this been going on in your mind?
probably a few months.
A few months. How long have you been married to your husband?
4 years.
4 years. How long has he had this best friend? For the entire 4 years, I would imagine, right? And then some.
Yeah. Yeah.
What has triggered all of a sudden over the past few months these fantasies that you can't control in your mind and your... Well, I'm sure there's a lot of other spots that it's making a little stop in. What started this all over the past few months? Was there a moment when all of a sudden this began that, I don't know, he just looked right getting out of a pool or so you saw him coming out of a shower? What got this all underway?
Well, when it started, it was when we were at his house one time.
And he said something just right, or he touched you just right? What happened?
He was, he put on, like, a porn movie, and my husband went to the car, and then he started asking me questions like, oh, so do you know how to do that? And it kind of turned me on when he talked about it.
You realized how sexual a man this was, and boy, did he make your husband look all lame. Good thing he went to the car. And you were sharing some sexual thoughts with his best friend, and before you knew it, you're getting all moist, and you've been obsessed with your husband's best friend pretty much ever since. I can see how that happened, Terry.
Really? You're sitting there with your husband and his best friend watching porn?
Terry?
Really?
He just put it on, like he was showing us the porn, but we were like all watching it, like.
But isn't
we were
that's
How
weird.
many? Was it just you, your husband, and him in that room, or were there other people?
Yeah, my cousin was there too.
Your cousin was there too. Your cousin's a woman or a man?
A woman.
A woman. So it was two girls, your husband and his best friend, and maybe the idea was that your husband's best friend was going to hook up with your cousin, or there was no real hookup strategies?
We were just hanging out.
You were just hanging out, just the four of you, and all of a sudden he's stuck in a DVD. And was your husband there when he first put on the DVD and then went to the car, or did your husband go to the car and he put on the porn right then and there?
It was on already when he went to the car. It's not a big deal. We watched movies
You watch movies all the time, so that wasn't out of the ordinary that you guys watch movies. But then he said something to you of a graphic sexual nature that you all of a sudden started looking at him a little differently, and the thoughts have never kind of stopped since that moment.
No, well, it wasn't like, oh, right away, but the next time was when, like...
Gradually, it's been building now.
Yeah.
And your husband obviously knows nothing about this.
No, he has no idea.
Your husband doesn't realize that the past 19 times, at least, that you've had sex with him, that you've been thinking about his best friend pounding you in a Steiner.
Really?
Not in the Steiner, no.
Not in a Steiner. Okay, pounding you in the more traditional place, I guess. Although everything's traditional nowadays.
Really?
And when you fantasize about your husband's best friend, tell me more specifically. I gave you some generalizations. Tell me specifically about what goes on in your fantasies. What does he do to you? How does he do it? Give me some ideas as if I'm watching your fantasies now. Where are you? What does he do? Does he begin by undressing you? Tell me everything. Give me a typical... The last fantasy you had about him, tell me every detail of that fantasy so I can see it in my head.
Well, last time he came in the room and my husband was in another room, and he kind of rubbed himself against me, and that's when it set it off.
No. Okay, you're talking about something that really happened, right? This isn't a fantasy, is it?
No, that really happened.
That really happened. The last time you fantasized about him, I want you to give me the last fantasy you had about your husband's best friend in every detail that you remember your fantasy going like. Start from the beginning of the fantasy and walk me through the fantasy.
Well, one time he told me how he, like...
No!
She doesn't get fantasy.
No!
Jesus, man.
I got my low ball drying up here!
He wants a fantasy.
You said you fantasize about your husband's best friend. You've had tons of fantasies. Tell me about... What?
Not tons, just some.
Just some. Okay, give me the last one you had. The last time you daydreamed about your husband's best friend. Tell me about how the fantasy went. What did he do to you? Give me in graphic detail every little part of your fantasy.
It was just like that. My husband was home, and that we were in another room, and we were just doing everything in another room while my husband didn't know.
You could tell that she's a little embarrassed.
Yes.
Saying these very minute details that she's actually giving us. But you get the guts of her fantasy. He'd love her to go guts on her turn.
Yeah, sounds like...
You're getting the basics of the fantasy, and it's very deceitful. Her husband's in the next room, and unbeknownst to her very own husband, his best friend is running her joints, Terry. Is just blasted away on her, and that is some hardcore, deceitful type behavior, Terry.
Yeah.
And I love every second of it. It's pretty cool.
I've never thought like this before. I don't know why it's been like...
So is it going to come down to you're never going to be able to be okay in your head until you actually fulfill this mysterious type obsession that you have with your husband's best friend? Basically what I'm saying is you'll never be a complete woman again until you actually follow through with this and have sex with your husband's best friend? Or can you start to slip away and remove yourself from these fantasies and be okay? What is it going to take, Jasmine?
I think...
Do you have to have sex with him now at this point? Do you have to have sex with your husband's best friend, yes or no?
I don't have to, but I think it's a mutual thing. He wants to, too.
Oh, I don't doubt that. Oh, I think he's every step of the way along with you on this wild ride that you and him have been taking behind your husband's and his best friend's back.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Dirty little twosome going on here.
Yes,
behind
very.
A man's best friend, not his dog, and his wife. Yes, his dog. How can they be behaving like this, Terry?
Good question. How can you?
Because it's just too hot to pass up on. That's how.
So are you getting ready to act upon your little fantasies?
Yes, they are. So how much have you actually directly discussed this with your husband's best friend? Have you ever sat down? Have you ever, like, face-to-face or on the text message or phones? Have you ever, like, actually talked about what you both have been, like, mulling over in your heads or what?
No, it's just a lot of flirting.
A lot of flirting. But never actually coming out and saying, oh, yeah, I know what you're thinking because I'm thinking the same thing, and when are we going to finally do this already? You know, stuff like that.
Didn't you just say he rubbed up against her and stuff?
That's how I was telling him, like, stuff like I've done with girls, kind of just to turn him on, and he grabs himself.
You don't feel bad at all?
Why should she?
Seriously.
If you got
this is your husband's best friend.
Let's say you get the text message that you know is days away from you getting. Let's say you get it today that says, when are we going to do this thing already? The thing that, you know, we both know is coming. What are you going to respond? How are you going to write back? Let's say that text message comes in now. And you read it and it says, when are we going to finally do this already? And it's from your husband's best friend. What are you going to write back?
I wouldn't know. I mean, if it was going to be for sure, I wouldn't have thought.
Red roofing. You're going to say you don't know? You're going to be all confused in your response? If he writes to you, as I said, when are we going to finally do this already? What exactly will you write back to him? Because he's trying to obviously make it happen quick at that point. He's trying to move it along here. What are you going to write back?
I would probably just tell him, like, I would do it only if there's no way that he would know.
You would write back what?
Like, I would do it if there isn't any way that...
But there's never a complete guarantee.
Right.
But you guys could do it and be very careful to the point where you could just about guarantee it and make this happen. Are you prepared to do that at this point in your life? Are you prepared to, with as big a guarantee as you could possibly get, being very careful, going somewhere with this guy, behind his best friend's back and your husband's back, and making this flirtation a reality? Yes or no?
No, I don't think so.
So you're just toying with your husband's best friend, Schlong. You're just in the mode of let's keep it a fantasy because, and this may be a correct way of thinking, if it ever actually becomes a reality, it may be a huge disappointment. The best part about this whole situation may be the fantasy, and if you ever make it a reality, you may find not only just a huge helping of guilt, but a lot of disappointment, or it may be unbelievably, incredibly awesome.
I like your idea.
I think she does too.
Did she already say, is it just physical, or does she like want to be with him? Like, is she not happy in her marriage, or just physical?
Are you happy with your marriage?
Yeah, I'm happy with my marriage. It just,
Are you?
has
the sex gone stale in your marriage?
Yes, she signed the contract too. The 5.
The sex is not. You're a sexually satisfied woman.
Yes.
Your husband does it for you sexually just about every time.
Yes, every time.
Every time he does it for you. Every time you reach the height of all heights. We're climaxing like a mad woman, and yet you want your husband's best friend like there's no tomorrow.
Crazy.
That's Terry's calling you crazy.
I don't know.
Is your husband's best friend better looking than your husband?
Oh, boy.
No.
Never want to hear that.
Is your husband's best friend better looking than your husband? Don't tell me you don't know. The question is very simple. Either he is or he isn't. He is.
Okay, that was easy.
Is she not afraid that maybe, I mean,
done.
You know, this is just me thinking on the other side of it. Maybe, you know, does the best friend, if you act upon this, let's say you do you think the best friend of the husband would then turn around and tell the husband and say, guess what?
He would
your
never
wife's
do that. Would you nuts?
And blah, blah, blah,
Why would
blah.
he do that?
I don't know.
She'd break down and tell him before he would.
He would never tell.
Yeah.
Okay.
Take it to the freaking grave. If he's acting like
whatever,
this.
I mean, maybe the best friend actually wants, you know, the wife and wants to destroy the marriage so that he can be there. I don't know.
He doesn't want that. He just wants the ass. It's plain and simple.
Right.
He just wants.
It's harder for me because we have kids, and I don't want to.
It's a conquest, Terry. That's all.
Right,
he sees
I understand that.
If I can
understand
screw
that.
my best friend's wife, what a conquest that would be, and how dirty and deceitful. Even though I know it's wrong, even though I'm a terrible best friend, I just got to see if she'll let me do it. That's all I want to know, and I want to see how good she'd be, and that's all. And then after that, I tell nobody, basically.
And when there's 2 marriages at stake, then you feel confident that she's not going to rat him out.
Is he married too? The best friend?
No.
He's not married.
Oh, damn.
Has he got a girlfriend or no?
Good effort.
He's like a total single guy?
Yeah, that's why I'm afraid, like, if we were to do it, he's like, oh.
No, he's not going to turn. He's not going to flip the script and get all emotional over you. He just wants the ass, as I said. Trust me. I don't think he'll get emotional over you. I think it's just a big challenge for him. And that's dirty.
And they've been best friends for how long?
Like 10 years.
Wow.
How old's your husband?
How old?
How old are you?
I'm 25.
Perfect age to cheat.
Great cheating age. I just read that in the list of top ages to cheat. 25
Really?
number 1. Oh, yeah. 25 number 1.
But you're never going to act on it, and you pretty much know it, don't you? Because I just said to you...
I don't know.
You don't know, but I think you do. I just said to you, if he sends you that text message at some point today saying, when are we going to do this already? Because we obviously know how bad we both want it. You would write back, no, I can't, blah, blah, blah.
She can't fight it any longer.
Or maybe it's gotten to a point where she can't fight this feeling any longer.
God.
Definitely slow dancing with Terry to this one.
To Jasmine, who is being torn apart at the seams by all kinds of sexual emotions, Terry. With all kinds of horny-filled feelings. This one is for you. Oh, put it in a text message. Oh, that's about as lame as it gets. All right, very good. Jasmine. I don't want to hear the song. I want to talk to Jasmine. Jasmine.
She's out, though, it sounds like.
So
She's a little iffy.
Is your husband's best friend way better looking than your husband, or it's kind of a close situation?
Kind of close.
You think he's got a much bigger schlong than your husband?
I don't know.
Do you think he'd be better sexually than your husband? Because your husband's not really trying anymore. I mean, he's been married for 4 years.
But
mailing it in for 2.
She gets satisfied, and she enjoys her sex life.
That says a lot about her husband, because he's been mailing it in, Terry.
Well, but
if she was with this best friend, he'd actually try. I mean, his best. He would be really trying to impress her and show her how good he is and all her fantasies. We're not going to be a letdown. He's got a lot of pressure on this best friend.
yeah, then once if she, goes ahead with it, all the fantasy goes out the window if it's not what she expects.
Well, I say you got to do it. Or else she'll just be. Or else she'll just be.
You dare.
It'll be eating away at you for the rest of your life because. Oh,
You missed a little feeling anymore.
I don't know, Jasmine. I say you got to do it.
I got to do it.
T-Man said I got to do it.
Bring
He's
the
going to blame it on me.
Bring the ship into the show.
I gotta do it. I'll
ship.
just blame it on you.
No, don't blame it on me. I don't need some dude in Oakland coming after me, that's for sure.
Okay.
I know better than that. Is your husband the type that if he found out about this would absolutely go off the deep end or what?
He's calm.
He's kind of a calm guy?
He'd look the other way.
He would be hurt.
He would be hurt and just not get violent, though, huh?
Yeah, just...
Yeah, then I say you gotta do it.
Sounds good. In.
And then when he went out and cheated on you with either your best friend or one of your family members, girlfriends, whatever, you'd be cool with it, right?
I just need Jasmine to unleash her horny freakiness.
Well, then why would you want to do it to him? I just don't get
she's thinking about it. She's already 80% there in my mind.
I don't think she's doing it.
I just don't get why you'd want to hurt somebody that you so-called love.
But the bottom line
I
is...
don't want to hurt him.
You do. You're contemplating it.
Jasmine, you got this bottled up, horny, freaky side that is not being able to express itself. You realize that, right? That's what this is telling you. You can't let that horny, freaky, just ridiculous side of you come out with your husband, and this is just an effort by your internals to try to allow itself to unleash its pent-up state. You realize that, right? And the best friend is just a vehicle that you're just trying to exploit as a way to allow this freaky horniness in you to go, fly, be free. What a lucky guy this best friend is.
No kidding.
If she's going to lay that all on him. He's just there right now, Terry, pushing her buttons. We know you can't. It never really mattered. I'm bringing the ship into the shore, all right. I'll give you the big oar. Jasmine.
Is that or whore? I can never understand.
Oh, throw away the whore. Jasmine, I know what you're going through. I mean, not firsthand, but I just a very worldly man and understand the human mind more than just anyone you could ever speak to. I'm just telling you that I completely know what's going on in your head. But the decision has to be made by you.
No, by you.
She wants me to kind of get her off the hook and make it like I'm possessing her.
Totally.
That way she could do a...
Oh,
because the only thing stopping her is the guilt, and that's what separates us from the animals, Terry. The guilt is what's keeping her from acting on her animal instincts here with her husband's best friend.
I guess she could...
So if she can lay the guilt on me, then she would tear this best friend apart. If that's what you need, if you need me, Jasmine...
Imagine how your kids would feel when your daddy,
Buzzkill.
You guys file for divorce, and he says, go ask your mom why we're breaking up. And the best friend, my ex-best friend.
Your husband may not get violent, but if he found out about it, you think he would leave you, Jasmine?
Yeah.
Oh, well. That's pretty serious.
Yeah.
Ask your mom why she's,
well, that's got to be factored in. I can't tell you what to do, Jasmine. But you gotta let us know. You gotta keep us posted, all right?
Oops.
Okay.
Oh, jeez.
All right, baby? Are you hot? I bet you are, you little naughty girl.
Of course I am.
Little bad girl. All hot and filled with all kinds of sexual hostility. I love you.
Hot and bothered for sure.
I love you. What I could do with you, you don't even have any idea.
Whoa.
Give us an example.
But I wouldn't, Terry, because that's what separates us from the animal.
Right.
That and we poop indoors.
Biggest animal you'd ever meet.
Oh.
Jasmine, thank you for sharing your story, and please keep us posted, okay?
Okay, thank you, Tina.
Take care, baby.
Bye.
I love you.
Huh?
Wow.
What?
I love her as a listener, Terry. I fell in love with her problems.
Your mic is still
All
on.
right.
Your mic's still on, too.
And the show is still on?
Yes, we're still on the air. If you
Not
don't
10 o'clock yet?
Still here.
I'm not in my office talking
You
to her?
are
No.
Damn shame.
Said it out loud.
The real RSP wagon got you in the mood.
I love her because she opened up to us in the most vulnerable of fashions.
Got it.
I love her because I feel her vagina is just so perfect here.
Save it for your marriage
Did I say that out loud?
Save it for your marriage
I'm getting confused. I'm having a real battle here. The T-Man Show. Everyone's calling about Jasmine right now, Terry.
Okay.
From girls wanting, to rip her to guys thinking that she may be being set up. See, I don't think guys are off. I don't think guys set up their wives like that.
Wow.
This guy, why can't these people just realize this is a guy who's got a best friend that he's ready to sell out like that? He wants to screw his wife.
Okay.
He's she's doing it for him. And if he can get away with it, he will. A lot of guys would. Unfortunately, there's so many women out there to screw. It's really kind of lame. And I guess the one you're going after is your best friend's wife.
Yeah.
Should be somewhat off limits.
You would think.
But it depends how hard she's, coming on to you. She's probably making it pretty clear, with the flirting stuff. He threw that porno in, and since then, she's been all over his jock.
That is the weirdest thing.
It's not the worst move. It's either going to work awesome, or you'll know right away
I don't
she's
think
out.
he put the DVD, I don't think he put the porn in as a move.
Really?
I think that just started happening. It just started taking on a life of its own. Now they're in too deep.
He didn't walk out with just a towel on and accidentally drop it. Whoops. What did I do?
I don't think so.
You didn't see anything, did you?
That'd be a good move, and my wife would definitely fall for that if you pull that on her.
Oh, yeah. Did you see this right here? No? Okay. Let's see again.
I don't think that's how it happened. I think this happened innocently enough and now has turned to the opposite of acting all innocent. They know what they're doing is so highly wrong, and yet they can't stop the sexual freight train that's out of control, Terry.
It is so
and
wrong.
headed for a collision course.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The T-Man Show. Wild 94.9.
Last night, it was pretty charged. I don't understand. I already need a new battery. Hey. How you doing? What?
Good. And you?
Vinnie the Pooh and I are charging my iPhone on his... What is that thing called?
It's a charger.
Oh, it's a charger, right. It's not connected to your laptop? Oh, good.
How many radio people just take to charge an iPhone?
Well, I got to get my pages this morning. I got to get my text messages from...
What are you expecting?
There's important messages that need to come in. That's what I'm talking about, Terry.
I know.
From random hot-ass listeners that happen to have my cell phone number and like to text me during the show. No, maybe one or two. Or none. Anyway.
Yes.
How are you? Nice to see you.
I'm good. How are you?
I'm all right. What's going on? What's happening? Everything good?
Everything's awesome.
What I was explaining to Vinnie the Pooh is I was charging my iPhone the other day, or like a couple weeks ago, and left it like charging all night, and then didn't even know it was charging all the next day, and so a 24-hour period goes by where it's just doing nothing but charging, and since then, when it hits halfway left of battery life, the last half
really
a tank just drops off.
Yeah. I heard something about that. You're only supposed to do it like one time and then let it die, and then
I totally overcharged it or something. I don't know how these batteries function, but it just seems like since then the last half a tank just drops off like nothing.
No.
It's like the old car I used to have. Okay. That last quarter tank, you can go a mile and it was done.
Oh, yeah.
I'm like, I have a quarter tank left. Oh, I'm out of gas.
I used to tell my wife that, too.
Wow, it's amazing she's even talking to you when you have a quarter tank left.
That's true.
Anyway. Everything you said was good, or what?
Everything's great.
Is it warm in here, or what's...
it seems warm.
A little bit.
A little warm?
Little warm.
You ready to start disrobing? Because I am. I have...
Sure.
I have a tank top on, an undershirt, and this little short sleeve shirt here.
Okay, well...
3 shirts, all...
Let's see, I just have 2.
With really no sleeves. Huh?
I just have 2.
2.
Yeah.
All right, well...
To the bra awfully quick.
Flush beats a full house.
I guess so. I
Actually,
don't know
it
what that means.
So, go ahead.
No, I'm good.
Okay. What
I'll sweat
else?
it out.
What's today? Today's a little hump day action, or what?
It is. It is.
And what should we look forward to today? Anything going on out there? We'll figure out what's happening in the world. Mm-hmm. Anything interesting? I know the listeners have always, doesn't matter what day it is, what time it is, what year it is, what's going on in the overall world. There's always interesting situations going on in our listeners' lives. That is the lock of the century.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
So maybe it'll be a big call, hump day situation going on.
All right.
A bunch of situations we've already discussed, but what happens on today's show, your guess is as good as mine.
Show. Is Katherine Heigl pregnant? This new shot of the Grey's Anatomy star has the rumor mill in overdrive.
Yeah.
The baggy shirt and the fact that she hasn't...
I think I've already seen this movie, Terry. Is Katherine Heigl pregnant? And it's Seth Rogen's baby, right?
Wow.
Huh?
That'd be really cool.
Is Katherine Heigl Heigl pregnant. This new shot of the Grey's Anatomy star has the rumor mill in overdrive. The baggy shirt and the fact that she hasn't been spotted smoking lately point to yes.
No.
But her reps tell us no, it's a rumor.
And I haven't seen you smoking lately either there, Hotshot.
Oh, yeah, well, I'm definitely pregnant.
Don't get the rumor mill started.
We should hang around me a little more. As I'm puffing away.
That's what they're going on. They haven't seen her smoking lately. Wow. So she may be pregnant.
She does smoke a lot, though. Every picture
Does
I see,
she
it seems like
really?
she's smoking, yeah.
Good for her.
Yeah, she loves it.
About time someone stepped up.
People love cigarettes. They are cool.
I didn't know she was a smoker.
I didn't
I've seen
either.
her
She
smoke.
doesn't look like a smoker.
Everyone in Hollywood is.
She don't act like a smoker.
That's how they lose weight.
She's too prissy to be a smoker, it seems
See, that's
to me.
what I thought too.
I didn't think she would be able to tolerate her own smoker's breath, the yellowish fingernail, and
Well, yellow finger, nothing happens about 40 years after smoking.
all the, clothes aromas that go along with being a smoker. I didn't think she'd be in that camp, but
Once you're a smoker, you don't smell anymore.
of course.
So it doesn't bug you.
It's just like if you have BO or,
Right.
anytime it's your own odors.
Bad breath, yes.
All right.
Gotcha.
You don't know. You're the last to know. Someone's got to tell you. Hey, what else is going on besides Katherine Heigl perhaps being prego? Yes, Wago. Yes, Terry.
Well, I just have a little picture here for you of Joe Jonas, wearing the purity ring and all that. But
The oldest of the Jonas Brothers?
I don't know.
He's the leader, I think.
Is he?
Yeah.
I don't know
Leader
anything
of the
about
pack
that.
of the bros.
Leader of the robot clones.
He's
Yes.
the one who can vote. Who's
I guess so.
all right? What about him?
Anyway, he's checking out this cute little female fans behind
Behindy?
butt, ass, whatever, backside.
No, behindy, Terry.
Well, her ass, I guess.
Oh, my God.
And just to let you know, they are willing to date fans that are not in the Hollywood, so to speak, circles.
Yeah, that's a brilliant statement, by the way. To say we are willing to date basically anyone out there. So bring it on.
It's from their blog or Joe's blog.
Mail in your little panties now.
Right.
From your behindies. Wow.
Anyway, here's a direct quote from.
So you hand me this picture of.
I know it's kind of dark. It's probably better when it's in color.
Even if it's in color, even if I can see perfectly what's going on here, he's glancing at a girl's ass.
Glancing? That's not just a glance.
It's a still photo. How do you know what it is?
He's glaring.
Oh, okay. So this means the purity ring is just bogus. It's just a sham.
It's newsworthy.
Because his eyes are in the direction of some girl's behindy.
Right.
Terry's wanting to prove that this guy is as dirty as any 20-year-old out there. Whatever.
Probably is.
And you take the purity ring off and stop living a facade
Be truthful to who you are.
Who is he?
You're a dirty, horny boy.
Oh, right. Okay.
Terry wishes. Such he likes him.
You can have your fantasies over there. That's fine. About what he might do to your behindy if you...
Oh, yeah. Him and his little skinny jeans. So sexy. Anyway, I just thought that was kind of interesting.
All right, we'll put this up. Since Terry seems to think this is interesting, we'll put this up on the tmanshow.com for about an hour. That's as far as the interest level goes, as far as I'm concerned. So, Pasty, have it up in the next 5 minutes on the tmanshow.com. Inside of the next 5 minutes, this picture of the oldest Jonas brothers, Joe Jonas, is going to be up on the tmanshow.com. And this girl has like some press pass around her neck here.
I'm sure
this is a backstage.
Probably some kind of little.
It doesn't even confirm the way his eyes are positioned that he's looking at her ass, Terry. He could be looking at her Manolo Blahniks for all you know and say, man, I'd like to try those on.
Yeah, that's probably what he's
probably is.
So, I don't know.
Yeah.
There's one thing, however, that never is confusing because he comes at you straightforward on most days.
And now, representing butt rockers worldwide, carrying sod from Tacoma to Everett and every city in between, president of the blue-collar workers, even though he wears a tank top, here's Dump Truck Guy.
Yeah, she's out again.
What track?
Oh, this. Wonderful.
Same mood as yesterday.
Wonderful. It's all wonderful.
Oh, wonderful.
Still in the sedated state.
That's right. I was going to call and talk about the smoking thing, but the goddamn hotline goes.
Oh, geez. Still in this trance.
Oh, wonderful.
Where's the dumpy energy? Where's that fire inside of the man, inside of the man, inside of the man, Terry?
Oh, that was at the bathhouse last night.
Oh, jeez.
No, I was in the crapper this morning. Get right, Scott.
Dumpy, you wanted to talk about Katherine Heigl and her smoking situation, please.
Oh, yeah, just the whole fact of just smoking, man. When you smoke, you don't like the way I smell, don't smell me.
I didn't think anyone was making a personal knock at you directly there, Dump Truck Guy, but if some people have been, looking at you a little weird because of your never-ending smoking habit, then certainly they should know that it's very clear as far as the message you're giving them. Don't smell him.
That's right.
No one loves cigarettes more than Dumpy.
If you don't like the way I look, don't look at me.
Wow.
Don't look at me.
If you don't like the way I talk, don't freaking listen to me.
Okay, so here's what we got so far. We got don't smell me, don't look at me, and don't listen to me.
That is right. But everything's wonderful, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, just hunky-dory.
Wow. And you going to work right now?
Yeah. Hour and 10 minutes late today.
How are things on the job?
They're excellent.
He doesn't have a bad thing to say about anything in specific, Terry.
No, 'cause it's nothing but sunshine in his life.
I'm totally positive all the way around.
Sunshine and rainbows and poodles.
Yes,
Huh?
I think so.
Yes.
No rainbows. Easy.
Poodles and sunshine have been confirmed, but no rainbows.
No rainbows.
You can't handle rainbows.
All the seed dump truck guys don't even go that way, man.
All right.
Oh, yeah, get it.
We don't know who you are anymore, Dumpy.
No.
You're,
I'm trying to figure that out, too. So when you find out, let me know.
Ow! What's been the highlight of your week so far, Dump Truck Guy?
Dinner at the tavern.
Did you have this dinner with your family? Did you have this dinner with just your wife? Did you have this dinner alone?
Tavern, probably not his family.
Probably not the family. Did he take Joanne Million Hairs to the tavern?
Well, put it this way, there was 3 of us.
There was 3 of you.
The first person was me.
And Joanne Million Hairs and her hairs. Oh.
The second person was myself. The third person was I.
Ow! I think I get it.
I'm glad you're on point today, dude.
It's like the Da Vinci Code. Did you crack it?
I think I have.
All right.
It was a 3 table for 3 for Dumpy at the tavern.
Yes. Throwing back the butt.
For him and his new personalities that he carries along with him.
That's right. That's right. And it don't seem like it ain't going anywhere anytime soon.
Mm-hmm. The split personality thing, this multiple personality thing is here to stay?
I think so, man, for a while.
So what did myself pick off the menu, and what did I order?
Tacos, and tacos.
Tasty taco.
They
Tavern
all
tacos.
seem to be in agreement.
Yeah, and 3 beers.
This me, myself, and I trio. Oh, it was a slow night. 3 beers at the tavern with his tacos, and
that's 3 beers each, so that's 9 beers.
So
that was the first round.
When you're at the tavern, eating your tacos and drinking your beers, and you're sitting at a table for 3 by yourself, with your companions there. Does anyone come over? Does anyone see you as regular? Does anyone from the town know you to say hi? Or you're just sitting there from beginning to end all by yourself?
Well, there's a waitress that has to bring me some grub, so.
Oh, jeez.
If you consider that somebody that, she has to talk to me because I'm there to order food, so.
All right, no one's accusing you of anything yet between you and this waitress, but since you brought her up, how...
No, it ain't even like that.
Oh, it is. How...
It's like, what do you want to eat?
I thought you'd never ask.
Bring the hot sauce.
Mm-hmm. I think I'll have a taco.
And now you owe me $32.
Well, taco stuffed with beef there. I don't think you can go wrong at the tavern.
Came out good this morning.
Oh, jeez.
It's too early for that.
So what
Nothing to keep you regular like tacos at a tavern.
When I asked you the highlight of your week, you said the tavern. That means it was last night since it came out this morning, or have you been a little backed up since you went to the tavern? It was last night?
I don't get backed up, dude.
Oh,
it's like, let her in.
Okay.
Here it comes.
All right, so the highlight of his week was just last night at the tavern where he had tacos and some just business conversation with the waitress?
No, yeah, business conversation, definitely.
Okay, is the waitress a pretty hot waitress, a mediocre-looking waitress, a butt-ugly waitress? What are we talking about here?
Inside your butthole.
Oh, geez.
Wow.
That's not necessary, all right?
Well, you said butt.
Well, we didn't ask about the parking lot.
Well, we didn't know what part of your butt you're talking about, so I clarified.
All right. I understand now.
Wow.
Then there he goes. Dropped off.
All right. Well, glad to know that everything's wonderful.
Things don't sound right.
No, he sounds different.
He's fighting some day-to-day issues, I think.
I think so, too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
If he's still having to get dinner from the tavern, this is meaning it's not really all well and good inside the four walls that he calls the home.
Right.
Hey, Taco Tuesday, you can't go wrong.
Well, I'm not saying you gotta sit around knocking what they're serving up at the tavern.
Yeah.
I ain't doing that, but
being alone,
he doesn't sound right.
No.
But he's putting on a happy face. He's making a go of it, and there's something to be said about that.
Yes,
Terry.
yes.
All right?
Giving a good old try there.
Everyone goes through some rough spots, and Dumpy is picking himself up every day and getting himself through it, and even though it doesn't sound perfectly right, it's nothing anyone else hasn't gone through, I'm sure, during their existence. A little rough patch, and Dumpy is making the best of it, Terry.
Yes, he is. That is for sure.
Hope they hire a better-looking waitstaff for...
Maybe that could make his day at night.
Make it a little bit easier to get through these rough spots.
Yeah, maybe.
A little barmaid outfits or something.
Oh, but for now, he's got to deal with the food.
Mm-hmm.
It's tasty enough.
Huh? All right. I don't know. Okay, anything else going on? What else is happening?
Would you like to see some hot pictures of Megan Fox? She's going to be in the upcoming GQ.
Any other kind of pictures of Megan Fox that you know of?
I guess not.
No.
Okay, so...
I've yet to show me an unhot picture of Megan Fox. Then I'll be interested.
Haven't seen too many of those.
T-Man, this just in. The first of its kind. Megan Fox looking not hot. She's going to be in GQ?
Yes. She's on the cover. Has a nice little layout there for you.
They had pictures of Alex Rodriguez or what?
Yeah. GQ's turning into Maxim right before our very eyes.
I know. I think they are.
Like, no one's bought our magazine, but I noticed Maxim went out of business, so we got a whole new market to appeal to here. Yep. So they put Megan Fox on the cover of GQ.
Yes.
Finally going to sell a couple of copies. All right, I'll check out those pictures.
All right.
Thank you very much.
No problem.
Okay.
Anything for you.
Oh, jeez. The T-Man Show. All right.
Yeah, let those things go since I handed
I just told Pasty to let what?
So, Jim, let those things go since I handed them to you.
Talking about the pictures?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Do you need some time? Some private time?
This may be the first time I've ever beat the patty whacker to still pictures in my life, Terry. Because still pictures really don't do it for me, but I got to be honest for you.
What, you never have?
I got to be honest for you right now, Terry. Huh?
You never have?
I don't think I ever have, no.
Even when you're younger and that's all you had?
When I was younger, there was already Cinemax movies on.
Like Playboy and stuff never did it for you, like as a kid, or Penthouse or something?
No, we never got Playboy in my house. My dad ain't like me.
You never stole one? Well, he's like you just don't know about it.
Probably, yeah.
He's better at hiding it.
He just, he watches Cinemax like crazy, so yeah, he is kind of like me, but just didn't act on it as much as I do. But anyway.
Or that you know of, right?
I've never beaten the patty whacker to still photos. This may be the first time because these pictures of Megan Fox are ridiculous. Yeah. All right? GQ has come up with a great collection of photos. It's not like we didn't know Megan Fox was hot yesterday, but these pictures that I'm looking at today are just, you're right, I can't put them down.
I know that.
One here with her sucking on the lollipop there.
So
Take
good.
that little away.
She's got one where she's sticking out her tongue.
Mm-hmm. And the thing about Megan Fox that must be discussed amongst all the things that must be discussed.
Means more has to be discussed about her?
Of course, Terry. It's a very important subject. The thing about Megan Fox that I am acknowledging and becoming aware of more and more is that she's a universally accepted woman. That's very rare. Every ethnicity seems to really be in on her completely, Terry. Like, white guys love her, black guys love her, Hispanic dudes love her, Asian guys are out there saying, oh, Megan,
she's an international beauty.
She's internationally accepted Darkened bathroom.
Still pictures are fine.
Just ridiculously hot. And the fact that Brian Austin Green, of all people, from the freaking Peach Pit, Brian Austin Green gets to smack this around, Terry, is just so absurd. So ridiculously absurd.
Yeah, they're engaged,
not for long, though.
right?
No, not for long.
Yes, they are engaged.
I don't care if it ends today.
The fact
that he has had over the past number of months, even if he got just one shot at her, it's too much.
It does sting a little bit.
It stings. Who is this guy?
He's had a couple,
David
though.
Silver?
Yeah.
Yeah, he knocked up Vanessa Marcel.
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
He said Vanessa Marcel and Megan Fox?
Yes.
Yes. Something about Brian Austin Green. He must have one like yay long and just have a mouthpiece on.
He's a handsome guy. He's not a pile.
He's not the most handsome guy in the world.
There's something about him, though, that rugged,
look
like...
at Terry.
In order to
I'm serious.
Rugged?
In order to have knocked up...
Well, he kind of has that kind of, scruffy look sometimes.
In order to have knocked up Vanessa Marcel and now be just knocking around Megan Fox, you have to be like the best looking guy in the world, I would think. If you told me there's one guy that did both, knocked up Vanessa Marcel back when she was like one of the biggest things out there, and now is tearing up
Megan
Fox, I would say, well, okay, this has got to be like the best looking guy in the world, right? Obviously, right?
Top 10, yeah, sure. He's a good-looking dude,
And then
though.
you want to hand me that it's Brian Austin Green who's the guy responsible for all this?
Yes.
He's not Ian Ziering. I mean, he's a good-looking guy.
No, yeah, he's not Ian Ziering.
I will give you that. If I
But
Maybe I'm
still,
thinking of somebody
Ian
else.
Ziering has
If I'm a
gotten...
woman and I have to hand over my VJ to either Brian Austin Green or Ian Ziering,
Yeah.
I'm
Forget the
saying,
careers.
Brian, come here,
Yeah.
scruffy little guy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just looks. Forget the careers. You're going Brian Austin Green, right?
Absolutely.
Even on the careers and the looks, yeah. So if you isolate all the aspects of their life, I'm going Brian Austin Green. But that's not saying much. And that's the whole point.
Maybe
If you
I
bring
forgot what he looks like. I can't remember.
Who, Brian Austin
I thought
Green?
he was like a good-looking guy.
He's not a bad-looking guy. Don't get me wrong. He's not like a butt-ugly, weird Ian Ziering.
No,
I mean,
he's
Ian Ziering's
good-looking.
kind of weird.
Right.
Yeah.
Brian Austin Green is a good-looking guy, I guess.
Okay.
But not good-looking enough to be tackling all this.
Isn't he like a Jason Priestley kind of ripoff?
Yeah, a little bit.
Jason
Right here.
Priestley light.
Yeah, that's... Yeah.
And the sun should have set it on Brian Austin Green like 10 years ago, 5 years ago, at least.
Maybe she likes what's inside of him.
He's bigger, badder than ever doing all this.
Because we know he likes what's inside of her.
Man.
You know what I mean?
That's who she's with. That's who she claims she's in love with.
That's her man,
That's
for sure.
absurd.
Aren't they both Canadian? There's some weird connection there.
I don't think either one of them are Canadian. Maybe she's Canadian.
There's a cute little picture with him.
I thought there was some kind of weird connection that sort of made sense to me. They're both from Canada.
Canada.
I don't know.
They're both like offense.
Yeah. They both love hockey and booze.
This is not a cute picture of him and
couple.
her. It's a good picture of her, but not of him.
Future president may love it.
All right, well, these pictures are up on the tmanshow.com. This layout that is going to be in an upcoming edition of Gentleman's Quarterly.
Oh, yeah.
Better known as GQ. They're not putting guys on the cover anymore. They're putting hot women, apparently, now that...
If you're him, you're doing well for yourself in this world.
Yeah.
Right? Brian Austin Green.
He's a handsome
What's your
dude.
point? I don't understand what you're saying.
Well, he's a good-looking guy.
He's a good-looking guy. Fine. I'm not saying...
Really good-looking, though.
I gave you that.
I'm going to propose to him.
Wow.
No, I mean, but he's not like moderately handsome. I mean, girls, you see why girls would be into him.
Whoa.
Oh, yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, do you see what's happening right before your very eyes?
I'm ready.
Shots in.
In just a matter of the past 2 minutes, Hotshot Scott has become the president of Brian Austin Green's fan club and is ready to mail his panties right on over to the estate.
Now I'm ready.
Wow.
Brian Austin Green.
He is who I thought he was. And I let him off the hook.
Exactly.
Nobody, come on. I mean, he's not a pile. I sort of get it.
He's
now.
not a pile. I gave you that.
If you see him walking down the street with Megan Fox, you don't say, boy, that he's way in over his head.
I'm just saying.
People aren't making fun of them because he did way too good for himself.
I would expect Megan Fox, given her status right now, to be with someone a little bit more relevant.
Like-
that makes sense.
Maybe a little
Relevance,
bit
yeah,
more, a little bit more modern time handsome.
Like who, though?
That makes
He's
sense.
kind of 1999 handsome. He's not 2008 handsome.
There's a
But
little
who's
K-Fed going on there.
2008 handsome, though?
I can see a little
who-
K-Fed
Who's
there.
2008 handsome?
Yeah.
Not Brian Austin Green.
Well, but who?
He's got the, like, Eminem handsome, kind of
It's K-Fed.
time. Yeah, K-Fed handsome.
Right.
Now
okay.
it's more of a, see, he's gelling the hair from 10 years ago handsome.
LA looks.
LA looks
Maybe a
handsome.
little dip.
Now you need...
L.A. Gear. Maybe you put that on, too.
You don't put products in your hair anymore, Terry. It's... He's product hair handsome.
Product hair handsome.
That's what he is. And
Brian Austin Green.
And that's 5 to 10 years ago. No one puts products in their hair anymore.
People at the club don't put products in their hair.
What?
Like, have you seen the Gotti kids?
Oh, my gosh.
Okay, the Gotti kids are a little behind the times.
All right, well, 3 years ago?
Yes.
So nobody from the hills or any of those guys?
You can look good. You got to look good. Just with your natural, messed up hair, and that's not Brian Austin Green. He's a style, my hair, look good kind of guy.
He does have a dated look. No question.
Okay?
Well, give me 2008. Give me an example.
I'm trying to come up with an example, and I'm obviously not coming up with anything that really hits the bullseye here. Nothing's coming from... I'm really tired right now. Nothing's coming to mind. All right?
Okay.
Give me a couple of seconds.
Hold on.
I'm not really keeping up tabs with the hot guys of 2008. But I know what the styles are, right?
No, and I agree with you. I'm just trying to,
I don't walk around with my top 3 hot guy list on me for 2008. It ain't gay phone operator, I'll tell you that right now.
Oh, jeez.
Because if you're noticing some comments in the chat room, maybe he's not, people tend to be picking up on his bodily expansion that tends to have been ongoing for the past number of weeks.
Experience.
Okay?
Gotcha.
It's true.
I do tend to recall a distant memory of a stomach stapling surgery of some sort that happened in his life, right? This gastric bypass procedure that he had.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it seems to be well in the rearview mirror. Because...
Oh, he is frowning up.
Well, Terry, it's like going to the zoo and visiting the animal that's your favorite, and then you haven't seen him for 3 weeks, and you're like, oh, he's gotten bigger. Yeah, you ever do that? No? Oh, maybe it was just me. Anyway. Right before our eyes, right there on Terry Cam.
Right. Oh, he just...
If you're checking in on a week-to-week basis...
F you.
He's getting larger before everyone's very eyes.
Done. Have a good day. You made him leave.
I'm trying to motivate him to get back into the mode of losing weight, as opposed to giving up the fight and getting bigger than ever. Because that's honestly what it seems like is going on here.
He is going the wrong way, though.
He's going the wrong way and at a fast clip now. All right? And if you think I'm doing this because it was some investment of mine that I really care about at this point, you can forget it. I'm just worried about his overall health, Terry. And he's on a quick path. He's on the fast lane path to being bigger than ever.
He said, motivate this MFer.
Who said that? Gay phone operator?
Yes.
I thought he was done.
He's just not on cam. Oh, now he's back on cam.
All right.
Giving you the double finger.
Wow, he really pulled an all-out strike there for 5 seconds, didn't he?
It is true. I mean, and obviously we know he's got the propensity to get gigantic, so he has to be careful.
He's at right now. The reason I'm going off on this little moment here, Terry, it's not because I get off on any of this, all right?
Oh, is it?
It's because I detect that this is like the last stop before the cliff for him.
Oh, geez.
Seriously, when it comes to his weight issue. All right, I'm not talking about his general life, and I think it all ties in to some extent, but he's at the last sign in the road. This is your last exit before you're on this highway forever, you know, that kind of thing.
Okay.
Whatever those signs say.
Oh, right.
Oh, hell this way?
Something to that effect.
Okay.
If he doesn't get off at this last exit and start turning things around, he's going to be on that highway to getting bigger than ever, and he won't be able to stop it. I'm not sure he can even stop it at this point. Maybe he can't. Maybe he's already past the last exit.
Do you think he can be bigger now than what he was?
Oh, he will be.
Oh, you serious?
Yes. Wow. If this ultimately fails, he will go on to be bigger than he ever was.
Oh, my God. Now it's not
You don't know
a
if
joke.
that's physically possible because of the surgery or what?
No, I'm sure it can be, but I think, yes, he's gotten larger, but however, I don't...
you, Terry!
No, listen, I don't think that he'll ever get to his largest scale that he was prior to.
Why?
Because I think he's so conscious of that.
Oh, no. Well...
F all of you, not you, Terry.
You've been excused, Terry.
I have, thank you, honey.
Why? Terry just acknowledged that you've gotten bigger than ever, gay.
But I also acknowledge that I don't think he'll ever get to the proportions that he was prior to surgery.
Because he's not there yet. When he's there, you'll be like, well, I guess I was wrong.
I don't believe that, though.
Why? What are you basing that on? Oh, you already told us, but it didn't make any sense to me. Anyway, gay, is this you?
Yeah, it is.
I'm just Speaking as a concerned friend.
I
That's
know,
right.
I know.
I love watching him talk to you on
Why
Terry
don't you take it that way? Why don't you see it as I say it is, as me speaking as a concerned friend? You should have more people like me in your world.
Scale and tell you how much I weigh?
Absolutely, I do. Yes, since you brought it up.
Let me do that just for you, just for your goddamn freaking pleasure.
And I should be feeling very confident that you're not going to lie at all or skew the truth of what the...
your goddamn photo?
And he has to put both feet on the scale.
Photos.
Yeah, both are, bitch.
Wow.
Please, yes, take a photo of your scale and put it up.
294.2.
All right, well, this is a far cry from the 224 that you were about 8 months ago.
226.
Oh, 226. I was say so. I didn't know. Obviously, I overstated the situation, Terry.
You recognize if a normal person gains 70 pounds, that's a lot of weight.
In 8 months. He doesn't see it as a big deal.
70 pounds is enormous. What if Terry came in 70 pounds heavier?
Whoa!
He'd be bedridden.
You gained 70 pounds in 8 months, and you don't seem to see this as some mild crisis.
Okay.
And that's after getting gastric bypass surgery.
Yep.
You seem to think it's me that's going off on something that doesn't really amount to much.
I'm not the one that brought it up.
That's right. I'm the one that brought it up because you need to bring it up in your mind a little bit more so you can curtail what's been going on over the past 8 months. Because there ain't no end in sight. 294 from 226 about 6 to 8 months ago. This is nothing to be discussed at all? It's not a concern? No worries?
No.
There's women that get pregnant that don't gain that much weight in 9 months.
That have an extra human life that they're dragging around as an excuse for the weight increases. What's your rationale for why you gained 70-some-odd pounds in 6 to 8 months?
Porcini's Bakery?
I'm a fat, disgusting lady.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah, that's why.
How do we have a discussion with him of any kind of positive...
on a positive...
How do we have a conversation on any constructive front when he is going to give us that kind of...
Well, when you start out negatively and, he's going to be the biggest thing ever, blah, blah, blah.
I'm giving him a warning that this is where it's headed.
That's not very constructive.
I think it is constructive. If he's gained 70-some-odd pounds in 6 months, I think it's fair to say that he is on a crash course to knocking over his highest weight total ever.
What a doctor...
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
what would a doctor say? Oh, he doesn't think that 70 pounds is a big deal. Why would he take me seriously on he's going to be bigger than ever? What would a doctor say about your 70-pound weight gain in 6 months?
I don't know. I don't have medical. I can't go to the doctor.
Well, it
really doesn't matter.
You're not really partaking in the exercise we're talking about here. Just have fun with it. What would a doctor say?
You're fully employed. Why don't you get health benefits? You're a hard-working 40-hour-a-week guy. Why don't you get benefits?
Because they're too expensive.
You have an option? You chose, your employer gave you the option of getting health benefits or no?
Yeah, but it's really expensive and it doesn't cover anything, so what's the point in having it?
Well, if you were to have some major hospital-type procedure done, which is not out of the question, given your lifestyle, you would probably be bankrupt if...
Exactly.
These kind of tragedies never took place.
I can't afford it no matter what, so it doesn't matter.
Well, if you had health insurance, it would probably be able to...
Not really.
Protect you from those major crisis-type health situations. But
yeah,
whatever,
how often do the major crisis things happen? If it happens, it happens.
Well, as I just said, in your world, who knows? Given you're teetering on the edge, health situations on a regular basis, who knows?
I know.
All right, whatever. You don't want to talk about it, that's fine. I don't need to talk about it. I don't care. You don't care, why should I care?
Exactly.
Okay. You tell me when you care, and then we'll talk about it again.
No, it'll be a while.
When he's back to 420, he'll want another surgery.
What if he asked you for another surgery? Would you do it?
I don't think it's possible to get two gastric bypass surgeries.
I don't know.
And I'm sorry to say, given the success rate of the first one, I may have to take a pass on the second one.
Not money well spent?
Not exactly the most productive money ever spent in the world. Sorry to hit you with the reality there, Gay.
Yeah, sorry you wasted your money. Sorry you wasted your money.
I don't care about... I'm not... That's not...
I know.
That's
whatever.
not what I'm getting at here. I don't care.
Yeah, no, you wasted your money. That's all. Okay, fine. Goodbye.
You're not going to win.
Look how he plays it.
I know.
Look how he plays it. Like he's the victim. Like we're assaulting him. He hung up.
he did.
All right, the last person who cared just got off the bus.
Wow.
I got off. Wait.
You got off a long time ago.
I think before the bus started.
You got off. Everyone's off now, because you know what? I'm off! Off! Balloon away!
And when he was contemplating the surgery, I said you should try to do it the other way. You got to fix what's inside first, and then get the surgery. If you still medicate with food, it's not going to work.
Got to fix the wiring of his brain as opposed to the physics of his stomachs.
It's not just a physical
stomachs.
thing.
It's multiple.
No, like they always say, don't put a new house on a shaky foundation. Well, that's like what we did here. Didn't work.
So as soon as he was able to stretch out what was surgically reduced as far as the stomach was concerned, he did it because he needed to medicate because
that's his comfort because he has issues, and that's how he medicates. Some people do drugs, some people drink.
Terry wants to stay out of the conversation because he's such a good person.
Yeah.
Well, I do believe he's a good person.
No, you're such a good person that you don't want to join in on the conversation.
I don't like to see him, I agree with you guys with the concern for him gaining the weight back and his health. Yes, I'm concerned for him for that. But I don't think constantly telling him how he's not going to be successful. You guys, that's all you guys do. You haven't been...
We're trying to motivate him.
You're not motivating him. He doesn't get motivated by negative reinforcement.
Well, then how does he get motivated?
I don't know. But you guys have never given him anything positive.
That's not true. When he lost weight, no one was happier than us. That's absolutely not true.
We were cheering him on like it was tomorrow.
Have you guys gone with him to the, try to work out with him or anything like that?
What do you mean go with him? He doesn't work out. Where are we going?
You give him all kinds of suggestions. Why don't you try it this way? But you don't have the time.
Are you kidding? We have given him in the past. You must have the short-term memory problem. We have given him... We have given him little health club memberships free of charge through the show.
He doesn't want them.
We have given him strategies. We have offered to work out with him at times. Then finally, as a last resort, because he had gotten to proportions that were ridiculously health in danger type status, he got gastric bypass surgery.
Yes.
And now he's given up, so why shouldn't we have long since given up? Fine. That's where we're at now.
Okay.
Never to be discussed again. I only brought it up because people in the chat room are bringing it up.
Okay.
But you're the good person over here because you don't talk about it. That makes you good. Okay. That's how you see it.
He said, then give up.
We have officially today. What is today?
I don't care.
19th.
He doesn't care?
I'm sorry.
That's what he said?
September 17th.
He wrote he doesn't care.
I don't care.
Oh, that information would have been useful before he wrote a check for 10 grand. 15 grand. Sorry. I keep giving you 33% off. I mean, now, honestly, if he didn't care, he should have told you that.
Scott.
Well, it's true. I mean, if someone's helping you, you shouldn't say, I don't care.
Honestly, that doesn't bother me at all.
I know,
the
but
fact that I spent the money, I would, even if he told me he didn't care, and he still said, I don't care, but I'll get the surgery, I would still have written the check.
Well,
I would still write the check. If he hadn't done the surgery yet, and I thought this was something that could help, I would write the check today after he had just said he doesn't care. But now that we've done the surgery, and we've done everything, then obviously there's nothing that can be done. He doesn't care. It seems like I really believe him now for the first time ever that he doesn't care. I never really believed that until today.
Because he's tried everything.
Yeah, he doesn't care, and if he dies of a weight issue, that just is going to be the way it is, and he may be okay with that too.
But it's the principle of saying, I don't care when someone offers to help you. That's all I'm saying. Forget the money.
No, it's clearer than anything. It's clearer than it ever has been before, and he doesn't care, and as of this moment, I don't care anymore either. As a matter of fact, I don't even know why I brought it up this morning because...
Okay. Then just let me die, wouldn't
Jesus Christ. Oh, Lord. He has to get a last word in, doesn't he?
He should get one of those surgeries where they help you lose weight. I mean, they're foolproof. Everyone loses weight on them.
Yes.
We should get him one of those.
Said that before, yes. We've been through that. We've been through all the lines.
Oh, wait.
Yeah, he got that.
Oh, well. He's a miracle that he gained weight on that surgery, honestly. He's a medical miracle.
I don't think they want to put him on the infomercial talking about how he gained 75 pounds in the past 8 months thanks to his gastric bypass surgery.
I mean, they took out his stomach.
Can they take the a-hole out of you, Scott?
Well, I'm sure you'd buy it.
How much would that cost?
10 grand.
But the a-hole's growing back real quick.
Yeah, that'll grow back really fast.
Because he needs the a-hole to medicate.
Sorry.
Someone wants to know what?
How much Scott weighs.
I'm 290. I've been 290 for a long time. I definitely have weight to lose. No question. But I didn't get a $15,000 surgery.
Well, and you work out, don't you?
I try.
And he's been the same weight. He's not and he carries it a lot better, it just seems. He's not 5'2". Anyway, I don't want to focus on the song anymore. It's boring. What else is happening, please?
Lauren Conrad, we talked about how she signed a book deal. She just wants you to not take her young adult novels too seriously.
I'm glad she warned me.
Okay.
I was really prepared to take Elsie's novels very seriously, Terry. I was ready to replace the Bible in my nightstand with Lauren Conrad's novels.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
She says, quote, these aren't meant to be very serious books.
Really?
They're very fun. They're a light read, so hopefully people will just enjoy them.
I had in the same category as like War and Peace, you know, The Kite Runner. All these great, unbelievably written novels. I expected that out of Elsie. I'm glad she's dampened my expectations. I was really expecting unbelievable levels of genius from Lauren Conrad in her first efforts at writing books.
You probably should clear a spot for the Pulitzer Prize, huh?
Mm-hmm.
That's what you're saying?
Yes. Either that or the best pop-up book of the year is going to win the...
Oh. Your kids still... Do they make those? Your kids buy those?
Pop-up books?
Yeah.
Great.
Do kids not like those anymore? Is that like...
Love them!
In the day of the Wii, kids aren't really impressed by something that pops up on a book?
A book has got to move. It's got to have doors that open. It's got to have...
That's what I'm wondering.
What's the Jungle Book I always read?
The month?
Jungle Boogie.
Ask me in 3 years, I may know.
Mm-hmm.
Don't ask me now. I don't know.
Jungle Boogie. You have Jungle Boogie at home, Terry?
I do not have that one.
Oh. Got to move the monkey.
Really?
Got to move the zebra.
No. Pictures on a page, no good anymore, huh? Things have to move.
Not. Oh. Victor, you're on the air. Hello.
Oh.
Yes, Victor.
I was just wondering why you guys tolerate with gay phone operators bad attitude.
Well, I don't know. Somehow he forced his friendship on us about 10 years ago by harassing us to the point where we just let him in our world, and now we're sucked into his everyday existence, I guess.
I think he's just bitter about chipping his tooth on a dildo.
Oh, jeez.
What was that?
I said I think he's just bitter about chipping his tooth.
Okay. It's a good line.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you.
He was working on that.
That wasn't a dildo. He expected us to roll with hilarity with that one, right? Derek, you're on the air. Hello.
Hello.
Yes, Derek.
I got a question.
Yes.
Why does gays... Okay, straight up. You could change your entire life around when you get that surgery. I used to weigh 550 pounds about a year and a half ago. I lost all my weight. I'm down to 241 as of yesterday without the surgery, without a $15,000 surgery, because I turned my entire life around. You can't just get a surgery and expect to lose all the weight and look pretty in 3 days.
But he did lose all the weight. He was...
Yeah.
He
but it's
came
inevitably going to come back, though. I mean, that's...
I didn't think that.
I tried to tell him that. You have to fix what's inside.
I am shocked. When he came into this station like 8 months ago and looked like a shell of his former self, and that's the exact words I used.
Hey, it's Gay's little brother.
He looked like he had just popped out of a...
Yeah, like he gave birth to him.
Mm-hmm.
The old Gay gave birth to this guy.
And he was like moving around.
Yeah.
It was really great to see, and we did everything we could to reinforce the positives then, as Terry would like to pretend like that's not the case.
No, all negative all the time.
Yeah, but you have to change your life around.
Showering him with compliments.
You can't just get the surgery and expect it to work.
He had this beaming smile walking through the hallways here.
You showered with him?
Yes.
Derek?
Yeah.
I guess, as it turns out, you may have been right all along.
How did Derek lose it, though, without the surgery?
I stopped eating. I don't eat sugar no more. I don't eat beef no more. I work out.
That ain't going to happen in Gay's.
He ain't doing that. You got the wrong guy.
But Gay also tried. I mean, he did try to get on The Biggest Loser, and he's made some efforts too.
He's what?
Remember when he tried out for Biggest Loser and
act like he's not gonna even try after you guys pay for expensive surgery like that. I didn't get the surgery. I didn't have somebody do surgery for me like that.
I hear you, man. We're not applauding yet, but I think you're waiting for it. Anyway, congratulations. Good job. And the payoff is there in the mirror for you to look at every day. There's your paycheck. There are the results to be enjoyed every single day. Man. They say to have and to have lost is worse than to have never had at all. Gay got a look for a few minutes there.
Yeah.
And I don't want to sit here being overly hard on the guy. I'm just trying in a last-ditch attempt here to motivate him. But what am I wasting my time for, Terry? He just wants to wallow. Fine, you're right. I am being overly hard on the guy because I'm trying one last attempt. to salvage a great mind. That's why we got all inspired to do the surgery in the first place. Rescue a great mind from the prison of his own body that he's incarcerated in, Terry.
He says he's not effing wallowing in anything.
Oh, well, don't be so sure about that. We haven't looked around his apartment lately, but that Craigslist participant that came over last night may have left a little residue. But anyway, all right, he's not wallowing in misery.
No,
okay, he loves where he's at. Then that's fine. And I'm done with it. Because you're right, Terry. I am being overly hard on the guy. I was trying to do it with a purpose, but I don't even know why I'm wasting my breath. It's fine. He's fine with it. I'm fine with it. We're all fine with it. I have nothing left to say about that.
Okay.
Until I think of something about 10 seconds from now.
And one more thing.
Brian, you're on the air. Good morning. 1-866-663-T-Man. Yes, Brian.
Oh, just going back to the whole Megan Fox thing. You said you have never beat the patty whack. She's like still pictures, right?
Not in my life of anyone. No, not Megan Fox. Nobody.
I have a more shameful confession to make.
I'm just happy that you're saying beat the patty whacker. I'm really glad that you've embraced that saying. I've never heard anyone say that but myself.
Well, I have a more like, you know, different confession to make. I saw that segment on E, and I just had to.
Wow. I don't think I've ever beaten a stick to anything on E either. Even
really?
Brooke Burke. And, I mean, you get a lot of stimulation at times out of things you see on E, but it's not something you just drop trout and start going off to.
I don't know about it. It's Megan Fox, bro.
Because things happen so quick on E, they move along.
Right.
You watch, it all started me in front of TVs at an early age. It was around 15, 14, whatever it was, 12, with Friday night Cinemax movies, Terry.
Right.
But those scenes last a while. They give you ample time to get done what needs to be done there. You know?
A lot of build-up.
Not unless you TiVo it. That's what I did.
Back in the days of Wild on E with Brooke Burke, even when I was maybe inspired, I mean, they move along. You can't really, then they're at a commercial and you're watching. Wow, the light just went out here in the studio. What did you got the sign?
That was weird.
Be nice to gay fun operator.
A bulb right above Terry's head just went out right in mid-conversation here. And she is in complete darkness now, basically.
Like most things in our life.
Jeez.
A little symbolic, perhaps.
Wow.
Oh, did people see you on Terry Cam now?
Yeah,
There are still a lot of lights on the studio,
right.
but wow, should we see that as a message, a sign?
Yes.
Something?
It's got to be.
Leave the gay guy alone.
You think it comes down again?
Yeah, I think the gay god is punishing us.
Mm-hmm.
The gay god.
Mm-hmm.
There's a specific guy?
There is, yes.
For gay people?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
You didn't know that?
They wouldn't get the more universal God to oversee their well-being?
Not according to the Bible.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, man. I didn't write the Bible. No way. I didn't.
Oh, you know who just came in?
What light went out? This one here?
Yeah, that one right there. One that's like directly to me.
Just bam. Today's the day.
I guess, yeah. It is weird. You don't usually see lights go out. You just go to turn them on, they're off or something,
Yeah, it's usually when you turn a light on that it'll go out if the bulb is going to go out. It doesn't usually go out while it's on for a while.
Right.
But this one never goes off, I guess.
And with the economy, don't expect to get it fixed anytime soon.
I was just going to say.
Trying to cut back on bulbs, guys. Here's a candle. Shut it. Get in there and do your show.
Oh, we got your new bulb, but we had to fire 3 employees.
That's right.
So we hope you're happy. Every time we ask for something, they give us something. They always make it seem like they had to do something to allow it to be done, so we should feel guilty about it.
Oh, yeah. We had to rob Peter to pay Paul around here.
Mm-hmm. So I don't even remember what I was saying, Terry, before the lights went out.
That's weird.
The light went out on Terry Free.
Yep.
You're talking about E and the Cinemax. You had more time.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I think you got the point. Anyway.
I used to like Wild On. I could get pretty close, I think.
Yeah, but
then they would cut to a shirtless guy going, "Yeah, party!"
Ruin it. You have to start all over again.
Brooke Burke.
I was always afraid that I'd be like doing that, and all of a sudden the commercial would come on. I'd be staring at the Mr. Clean image on the bottle there, and I'd be like, "No, that's not me." Anyway, yes.
Your wannabe intern has just entered the room.
2 days in a row?
2 days in a row. Just good.
All right, that's good. Being persistent. Wanting to beat the door down.
She does want to beat that door down.
Well, takes a little more than 2 days.
Okay. Hi, she said.
Oh, hi. Oh, okay, yeah. Okay, that's all it takes, yeah.
She's a gift. Hire that lady.
2 days and a high. She's hired.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you did see her picture.
Carrie, you're on the air. Hello.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm well. How are you?
Good. Thanks for asking. What can we do for you?
Well, I just wanted to comment on the Megan Fox. I saw yesterday or read online that the interview with GQ, she admits to when she was 18, falling in love with a Russian stripper that worked out at her local gym there.
A male stripper or a female stripper?
A female stripper.
Really?
Yeah, named
Nikita.
Hot.
Nikita?
Wow.
All right, all Russian strippers named Nikita?
How about all Russian people? Guys or girls?
Okay.
And she worked at that same gym, worked out at the same gym, and she pursued her.
That's funny, because I know a Russian stripper, just by coincidence, named Nikita. Yeah, she's since has moved to San Diego, Terry.
How well did you know her?
I know her very well. And,
obviously not her birth name, right?
Then one day I saw her on more of a escort type site, but that was okay too.
Really?
Yeah.
There you go. So it talked about that she pursued her because she'd broken up with her boyfriend, and she was ready to give something different.
So you read the entire interview or just a preview of the interview?
No, just a preview.
I read that too. They released that yesterday.
Really? So when does this issue come out that has this spread that now you can go to the tmanshow.com and see these ridiculous-looking pictures of Megan Fox? I mean, everyone knows that if she's not your number one, she's in your top three of, as I said, a universally accepted male world, Terry.
Well,
even with her tattoos, you're in?
Yes, even women now coming to the forefront and acknowledging how embraced Megan Fox is on every level.
Oh, yeah.
I can't overstate how unique this is. That it just seems to me that every guy from every walk of possible ethnicity, Terry, seems to be on board with the Megan Fox thing. Asian dudes, white, black, Hispanic, every guy seems to be like, oh, yeah, Megan Fox is way out of control.
I got to tell you what's kind of surprising, because VTP always claims that he needs a little bit more, weight on a woman, and she's pretty lean. And that kind of surprises me with him, because it's usually...
She's not that lean, though. She's lean in her waist, but she's got a little...
She's a skinny thing.
I'm a fan of it either way.
Curves. She's got something, right? No?
She's got a chest.
I need to look again. Yeah, she's got a chest.
But I mean...
I didn't necessarily see
She's not your typical...
She's not Jessica Alba's body. Jessica Alba's a real skinny girl.
No, I agree.
Jessica Alba, as I said, not in the universally accepted world.
Sure.
Usually just a white guy fascination with Jessica Alba.
What is that?
Yeah, white guys do love her.
Black guys don't really like her that much, and I don't know.
White guys are funny.
What?
Yeah.
They love Jessica Alba and wine tasting. I don't know why.
White guys love some wine tasting.
Love a nice wine tasting. Yep.
And striped shirts and Jessica Alba.
Great combo.
Yes.
But I'm surprised you like Megan Fox because of the tattoos. You're not really into that usually.
Right.
You know tattoos?
You aren't a big tattoo
I thought you didn't like
guy.
tattoos.
Yeah, you didn't.
I mean, there might have been a time that I was.
You're in now.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Yeah.
She's definitely beautiful.
Depends what kind of...
She is very
Depends
pretty.
what kind of tattoo and where.
Like Mike Tyson's tattoo on his face. Oh, that.
So does it for me?
Yeah, that's hot.
You like tramp stamps,
Yeah, totally like tramp stamps.
Okay.
Absolutely, I always like tramp stamps. I just don't like some... There are spots on a woman's body that I don't like tattoos. So
Like
maybe that's what you're getting
Like
at.
a full color picture of a Harley Davidson on your shoulder. Sorry, sister. What'd I say?
No, as a matter of fact, that curiously does it for me. But anyway.
On the shoulder.
Yeah.
Yes.
On the foot.
No, so that's fine. On the ankle?
The ankle thing.
Kind of low rent to me at times.
Really?
Yeah.
It's a little cliche and lame.
Yeah. I'm right on the boob. Sometimes I'm like, just, you know what? Take it away.
A full thigh tattoo.
What?
I've seen them.
Really?
Don't trip.
Upper, lower back, good.
Gotcha.
Mm-hmm.
Right underneath the neck. Sometimes they have them, underneath the hairline there.
Right above your puss.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah. Just hit it like a champ.
Mm-hmm. I like instructions. I like directions. I read them all. The T-Man Show. Okay, I got to get this on record, Terry.
Okay.
And Pasty Dave just passed along a full-body picture of Megan Fox to me from the front side, from the back side, and I have to make it clear I was definitely off base when I said she had a curvier look to her than obviously is the case. I'm looking at her here. Maybe it's just a situation where I'm just so intrigued by her face. Her face is so hot and just interesting looking to me.
Right.
That I just never really hit on the reality here, because I'm looking straight at her ass now in this picture, and she's got, negative ass. I said that maybe she was curvy, and this is part of the reason she's got this universally accepted appearance by all races, creeds, religions. Everyone loves her. It's not her body. Her body is rail thin now that I'm seeing it. Or maybe this is just the new Megan Fox, but this has got to be somewhat close to the way it's always been.
Okay.
She just got such a really pretty hot face to her that I don't think people, or at least I didn't notice what just lack of ass she has.
She is very pretty in the face. Yeah.
Sick of lacking ass. I got to put this picture now up on the TManShow.com because if you just look at this girl from the waist down, you're walking right by without a second thought.
Okay. Well, I didn't really get to see the GQ pictures, but are any of them of her kind of behind the scene at all?
They focus on her
front and
on the features that most do it for everyone, and that is her face. Beautiful.
All right, then.
It almost looks like she's ethnic. I don't know what she is. She's probably just a straight-out white girl for all I know. I think she's got a actually melting pot kind of situation going on there where she's from numerous backgrounds, like Native American.
Yeah, I looked her up, and she's Native American, French, and Irish, I think.
All right. Make a nice salad. Anyway. Yeah.
She's originally from Tennessee.
Throw it all together. She's just got a beautiful face, Terry. It's all it comes down to.
She's got 9 tattoos, just to let you know.
Well, if you're going to get a tattoo, you don't just ordinarily get one. You don't stop at one. So it's not surprising she's got 9, right?
Yeah, she's got
people usually get addicted to ink.
Yeah.
I mean, really, you don't just get one and say, yeah, I'm good.
You don't know.
That's true.
You don't know of that many people that have one tattoo. You're going to get one. If you're not going to get it removed, you're going to get more than one.
Yeah. Most people love it. It's kind of becoming the norm, though. It used to be a rebel to get a tattoo. Now everyone has them. It's more of a rebel not to have a tattoo, I think.
All right, so this girl, it used to be the rebel thing, and now it's the anti-rebel thing.
Right, now everyone has them, so now it's the norm.
Now you're mainstream society if you have tattoos. So if you want to be an outcast,
you don't get it.
Refuse to get a tattoo.
That's what I'm saying, yes.
Wow. See where you're going with that.
Yeah, it's not rebellious anymore.
Right.
So it's like, where are your tattoos, you wild child? You have no tattoos?
That's right, exactly. You're insane.
Wow.
How could you do that to your skin? I leave it as it is.
I don't know if I can hang with you, man. You're too crazy.
That's right. My mom told me she wants a tattoo. She's 60. Jesus. Yeah. To work on paying the bills first. No. I'm sorry, was that out loud? My bad.
That's never been a priority of people that have the mindset of getting tattoos.
Don't care. $400 down the tube.
Yeah, bring it up. So there's all this talk about how these tattoo removal companies are going to be the biggest, most promising enterprise in the world over the next 10, 20, 30 years. And here's a 60-year-old hotshot mom out there who wants to get her first ever tattoo at age 60.
Yes.
So there go the theories of all these people that when they turn 40 and 50 are going to regret all the tattoos they have and their sagging skin and how bad they're going to look. I guess there's some truth to that, maybe? Do you think people that are in their 20s now with 9 or 15 tattoos are going to regret the day they got them all when they're 55? Or
they may regret them, but they're not going to get them removed. I hear it's so painful. I heard it's more painful than getting them.
Yeah, but with technology, they'll probably come
out with
ways.
something new. Yeah, if you could snap your fingers and make it go away, yeah, probably.
I don't know if it'll be a snap of the fingers, but it'll be something a lot easier than them sitting there and sandblasting you until you get your tattoo removed. It'll be more
terrible.
Kind of digital. It'll be kind of
lasers.
Yeah,
sharks with lasers.
If they do come up with a painless, less invasive way of getting your tattoo removed, it could become a pretty booming enterprise. I don't know.
That's the key, though.
There's just something about women in the old age home with their tramp stamp.
I just got it, too.
I don't think it goes well with Jell-O.
Yeah, but you saw a lot of old men with their old, homemade Navy tattoos of like a naked lady on their arm.
Right.
You see lots of grandpas with that. So
everyone's got them, and it'll just be the way it is.
It's the way it is. A lot of grandpas have the old naked topless lady on his shoulder. And they got this in WW2.
All right, you want to talk to Jessica who wants to be the intern?
Yes. Why not?
Before she goes day after day after day trying to beat down the friggin' door.
Well, she is cute. Remember, I showed you the picture. She's a cute young girl. 19, right?
Mm-hmm.
Cute girl.
You want to talk to her right now, or what's the deal?
Sure.
All right, let me put her on real quick. Jessica.
Hello.
How are you? You realize I made it clear yesterday we stopped doing the intern thing around here a while ago because...
I know. Terry let me know.
Yes. I'm glad she did. I don't know if there was really one particular reason why we had to stop the intern little situation here. There were multiple reasons. That made sense to me at the time. But if you can inspire me to begin the open door policy on bringing in interns from time to time, then by all means, here's your shot.
Well, I'd love to inspire you. I really want to be an intern. I had my own radio show last semester at school.
Well, hey now.
And,
yes, and how did that go for you?
I was number one in the West Wing of the dorms.
I really enjoyed it. I liked it a lot. I don't know, being on the radio, it's heck of fun, and I listen to you every morning, and you're awesome, and I think it'd be like a dream.
So what school do you go to?
Interview. I go to Chabot College. It's a community college out here.
And they got their own radio station?
Yeah, they have their own radio station.
The most listened to morning show in the Commons. It's Jessica.
Chabot 105.
Oh, we just got this in. We're number one in the bookstore. Yeah!
Yes. Actually, that one kid just turned his radio off. So, we're done.
Dang it.
So what has more watts in it? Your radio station at school or Terry's hairdryer?
Our radio station is 12,000 watts.
Really?
That's pretty good.
All right.
Yeah.
2,000 more watts than this station. That's right. 12,000 watts. All right, so it's not a school station. It's a town station or what?
No, it's the school.
Really?
It's
school station with 12,000 watts?
Watts.
I don't know. It's something 12, maybe
12 watts. Okay.
That is my hair dryer.
It's like my son's remote control car. All right. And you have your own show, and now you want to be an intern at a show that you think you would have fun at. Is that what it comes down to? I'm not so sure you would have fun being an intern on this program.
I think I would. I'd be willing to do whatever you guys want.
Oh, jeez.
She's got my yes
words, I'm telling you.
She's saying all the right things there. But as I remember back, let me recall back to some of the standard questions that I used to ask when we did have the intern policy on our show, Terry. We have had some great interns come and go on to really great things. I tend to get attached at times to the interns that come in, and they want to stay longer than really is their overall welcome, Terry, so they get attached too. But let me think back to, I think I just had a bunch of standard questions that are always asked, typically at not just for an overall radio station job, but I think just corporate America in general. Like one I remember that was very important is, how many kiwis would you say you're able to fit into your mouth?
What? Kiwis?
That's right.
I have no idea. I never tried to fit any kiwis in my mouth.
All right, well, that's not the right answer.
Oh, I'm sorry. Hold on.
So whoever can answer that answer in the correct fashion will be Fall Intern 2008.
Oh, no.
We did see your picture, Jessica, and I could tell you what the answer was supposed to be. I don't know if the picture was drawn to scale, but from the look of your mouth, it is safe to say you could easily and comfortably nestle in a nice 3 kiwis. So well done. Yes, and if you really apply yourself, you can get up to 4 or 5. But anyway, all right, here's the second question I used to ask on the standard, very common, universal employment, employer to employee hiring interview. Remember those interviews, Terry?
Yeah.
Yes.
I do.
The second question is as follows. A sandwich is a sandwich, but a manwich is a blank.
Ooh, we have time for her to think? Maybe a little time to think.
I honestly don't know.
Yeah, for the top, maybe.
Well, if you were to apply for a job at Cisco or somewhere nearby your neighborhood, I'm sure they would ask you the same questions that we've been asking you thus far. And the fact that you're really stumbling over the easiest questions out of the box, I'll give you some time.
A sandwich is a sandwich and a manwich.
That's a damn shame. All right, we'll move on to question 3. Terry, I don't think she's ready for question 3. How do we move on to question 3 when question number 1 was right there before her eyes, right under her nose? And she couldn't nail it.
I don't know what a manwich is.
Wow. We got people already calling in that know you, that are trying to vouch for you in this
A manwich is a meal.
Wow. Who texted you with that one?
Yeah, what 40-year-old texted you with that
Terry
one?
Cam Chatter gave you the answer, Jessica?
No, I didn't. Nobody gave me the answer. I looked it up online.
Oh, she's resourceful.
She is. Quick.
Already showing
Quick.
that there's more than one way to come up with a solution. Anyhow, the fact that people out there who know Jessica realize she's twisting in the wind right now, hanging from a very, very thin, minute thread, are trying to speak on her behalf is a nice little moment and quality perhaps about her, Terry, that they're rushing to her aid like this. Do you know a Mike? I'm sure you know many a Mike, but...
Mike?
Oh,
yeah, I know Mike. Mike Poe.
Oh, that Mike, yeah.
Poe.
Is it Mike Poe?
Mike Poe, that's right.
Yeah,
man, I work with her, man. She's the bomb. She's what it is, man.
She's what it is.
Like a 7-month spot. I'm telling you.
The fact that she only knows one Mike is a little concerning, Terry.
That's true. One Mike?
Do you know Mike? Yeah, Mike Poe. Yeah, I know Mike. I love Mike.
Like, that's the first time she's heard the name Mike.
If you were to say to anyone out there, do you know Mike? I don't think you can nail right away
what Mike it is.
without hesitating who Mike is.
That's your first question.
I can name a dozen Mikes I've met in my
I
life.
know.
Done.
Jessica, do you know Mike? Mike Poe. Yes, I know Mike. I love Mike.
What about John?
John Stanford. Yeah, he's wonderful.
Okay. Oh, your other friend Jim's here. You know Jim?
Jim's Orange. Terrible coach. About to be fired. Anyway.
I'm not sure I know Jim.
Mike is...
Yes, sir.
Well, how well do you know Jessica here?
I've known her for years, man. I've known you for longer, though. I've been a fan of yours, but I listen to her radio show too.
All right. Well, maybe you can help her.
Man.
Maybe you can help her with standard question number 3 in our interview process. Because I don't know if you've been listening to every word that's been going on over the past couple of minutes, there, Mike, good friend of
I
Jessica's.
actually have. I thought that answer was awesome, man.
She's not doing so great in the interview that we're having for the internship spot that's become newly available. But if she answers question number 3 in the proper fashion, she may make a quick recovery. Wow. Here is standard, basic interview, employer to employee, question number 3. Jessica, are you ready?
I'm ready.
No music, no da-da-da.
Terry, I wasn't prepared for this, all right? Just
make that tougher on us.
let me go. Just move along with
You
this.
play it, Terry. You got the music.
I'm just working on the fly here, all right? It's hard enough to come up with these questions that are, these standard questions. That's right.
questions. It's
Question
just
number
been
3.
a while.
Would you steal the virginity from a Jonas brother? Yes or no?
No, I wouldn't.
I beg to differ.
And
I don't
why?
find them attractive. I don't think they're attractive at all.
But Mike Poe is just off the chart.
Oh, you know Mike Poe, too?
I know Mike Poe.
Holy crap.
I just call him Mike.
He's what it isn't.
Jessica, why? Because you're just not attracted to them. All right, well, what would you say is what you find attractive at age, what are you, 19?
I'm 19.
At age 19, 2008, last I checked, what does Jessica find unbelievably, undeniably, uncontrollably attractive?
I like tattoos on a guy. I think that's attractive. Guy wearing tattoos, dickies, plugs in his ears.
I got one of those.
Plugs, but
You don't like the big
kind
plugs?
Of a rocker guy.
She does like the rocker guy or doesn't?
I do.
You like the rocker guy?
Yeah.
With the big
Wow. Dumpy here for you.
Okay.
Bring it on. I need an intern.
You're not a rocker from 83. Probably 2008.
Okay. So, can you give us an example of who's out there in the celebrity world that you would say is absolutely your type, the rocker, / skater, or no?
Yeah, I can do that.
I can see her
Kind of
doing
a skater boy, girl?
Yeah, I can see her
I like
doing that.
that.
Kind of greasy a little bit? Clean, greasy hair or what?
No, I do
Greasy hair. How do you get that
but-
clean, greasy hair?
You can go clean greasy these days.
Clean
Trust
greasy.
me, Terry. Come on. All right.
I definitely think Ryan Shyrick is hot, that skater guy.
Oh, yeah, he's cute, but he got his hair all cut off.
Okay.
Yeah,
good
he
story.
doesn't look right with that.
All right.
I liked it long.
Let's
right,
move
that's
on.
what I've heard about you.
Well, I'll tell you what. Why don't you continue on, Terry, Kim, on this because it's so exciting. Why don't we move on to question number 4? I think she made a mild.
Cute.
I think she made a mild recovery in question number 3, Terry.
Yay.
But she's got a long way to go to be our intern. So let's see how she does with question number 4. Mike, did you like her answer to question number 3?
I do. I concur.
Do you have any tattoos? Are you getting one as we speak now?
Yeah, he is.
I have a lot. Yeah, I have a lot.
You do. How many? You lost
like
count? Like 6.
Yeah.
Do you lose count at 6?
No, you don't lose count. My sister can name every one of them.
And how many
She
does
loves
she
it.
have?
Oh, God, she's got a ton. There's some money.
Okay, question number 4 for Jessica, the wannabe intern. In our standard, very common employer to employee interview, a moment. Let me see. Question number 4. What do we need to know about Jessica as it pertains to the everyday tasks and functions of the intern of the T-Man in the Morning Show job? Let me think of what question will really give us a good awareness as to whether she has the qualifications necessary to be a T-Man intern. Okay, I got it.
Come on, Jess, you can do it, man.
Oh, geez.
You can do it.
Thank you, Poe. Thank you.
Question number 4.
Yes, sir.
What Taco Bell sauce would you say best describes your VJ? Mild, medium, hot, or fire? Or the never commonly seen but often discussed as far as urban legend is concerned, pass the fire extinguisher?
I will go for hot.
Hot sauce.
Yes.
That could go either way.
Now, how does that tie into the everyday functions of a T-Man intern? We really kind of need the pass the fire extinguisher type VJ too, but, fire will do. Fire will do.
Yeah.
Fire will do. Yeah.
I mean,
Hot enough.
Yes.
Not the hottest he ever had. A little bite.
Terry has singed sauce. That's why she's worked so well over the years.
She has liquid nitrogen.
Okay. So far, I think she's holding her own, Terry, is the best way to put how she's...
thank you.
I think so, too.
How she's
Sounds good.
sizing up in our interview, off the cuff, got a little moment here. Would you like to say something on your own behalf, Jessica, that will perhaps coerce those who have the power to make you a summer or fall? I guess we're past the summer.
Yeah, I was going to say,
Summer intern just used to always roll off the tongue.
Yeah.
Summer intern. Fall/winter intern. Go ahead.
I don't know. I'm a talkative person. I'm nervous right now, so I'm not so talkative, but I love talking to people. I think I work well with people, and I get along with most people, and people have told me that I have a good voice. I'm sick right now, so I sound probably like crap, but I don't know.
How come all I'm hearing is blah?
Oh, I can't even hear.
Blah, blah.
I think I'd rather hear.
What do you want? What do you want?
I'm going to listen to this on my iPod all day. It's better than her voice.
Oh, you guys.
I don't know.
Now, Mike.
Yes, sir.
Come on,
You better
Poe.
do a better job coaching her, Poe.
All I gotta say is that she's right, man. She's a money maker. She's somebody you want on your
Money
maker.
I'm a waitress, and I get a lot of tips, so.
Is Mike just trying everything he can do to get in good? Is he trying everything he can do to say, hey, I vouch for you. Now I could use a favor. Is that, is that what's going on here from Mike Poe? Maybe we should hire Mike Poe as the intern, Terry.
Maybe
very resourceful. Then we'll have in the studio the Poe and the Pooh.
That sounds like a soap opera.
That's world domination right there.
Sure is. Let me tell you.
The Pooh.
The life and times of the Poe and the Pooh. It'll be a regular,
out on the streets.
a regular feature of the TV in the Morning Show. Yes, we're setting out to the streets, the Poe and the Pooh.
Poe and the Pooh, brought to you by Clorox. With special guest this week, Pasty.
Pasty, Poe, and Pooh all together.
Mike, would you like to say something on behalf of Jessica before we give this even a second's consideration? Go ahead, Poe.
I do, man. Take a look at the profile. Take a look at the pic.
Profile.
Man. She got mouthpiece and she got game, man. Give her a chance.
Oh, jeez.
Wow, he is really just...
Oh, yeah, he's trying to line up something for the weekend.
I didn't even think he has to wait till the weekend.
No.
At first, when he first called in, he thought, I could get something good in going for the weekend. Now he thinks he's got it settled for Thursday.
God, Mike should be her agent.
He's good.
He loves her.
Mike, you guys go to school together, you said, or what?
No, we work together, man.
You work together. Where do you work?
Yeah.
Texas Roadhouse.
I bartend in the evening.
Texas Roadhouse.
Yes, good read.
I love Texas Roadhouse in the middle of Medina. Where do you guys live again?
In Hayward.
Hayward, yeah.
Bay
Texas Roadhouse is so authentic. Anyway, Jessica, how about we'll leave it at, we'll let you know.
A call, us.
Send more pictures.
Oh, wow, out loud. rude.
I never got that one.
I'll tell you what. Can we put Jessica? Can we put your picture up on the TManShow.com? Do we have your permission?
Yeah, that's fine. You have my permission.
Maybe we should take a lightning poll as to what the listeners think. If she meets the qualifications.
Listeners are haters, though.
Yeah, they are. Because you got people like Ace Jack trying to get in and be an intern.
Well, Ace Jack should know he's got no shot.
I know that.
All right, so as soon as he removes that from his mind, maybe he can then vote truthfully on what he thinks of Jessica. All right?
Yeah, he's like, our people will contact your people.
All right, Ace Jack, it's a great line. I wish I had thought of it. Jessica, we can put your picture up. We have your permission. Okay.
Yes, you have my permission.
And the listeners will give us their thoughts as to what they think, what kind of intern you'll make here in the studio on a morning-to-morning basis. All right?
Sounds like a good plan. Thank you.
Would you want to be like a one day a week intern, a 3-day, 5-day? What are we talking about here? Once a month? What are you looking at?
Whenever you need me.
Oh,
ooh, she's on call.
Get her a beeper.
Pasty, put the picture of Jessica the wannabe. We've already had one intern named Jessica, haven't we? Jessica
we have.
The intern. Yes.
Every intern's named Jessica. Or as Terry like to call her, Jennifer.
Yeah, she was named Jessica, and Terry always got her name wrong.
Yeah.
That's right. And
We've
she would
had
always
two
get insulted.
Jessicas.
Barking orders at her, but didn't even know her name.
Remember how insulted?
Oh, yeah.
We actually had two Jessicas.
Yeah, Jay Cruz.
Jay Cruz.
Every intern's named Jessica. I said that's it.
We had Jay Cruz, and we had Jessica the intern.
And I called Jennifer.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
Give me some coffee, Jennifer.
A picture.
Yeah, that was me.
A picture of this 19-year-old intern I want to be is going up on the TManShow.com in the next couple of seconds. We will take your thoughts on it all right after these words. The T-Man Show.